Now that's a heck of an option.
Applebee's new ultimate trio.
My celebrity color is me. And this gourmet medium treat. It has 5 amazing fruit oils. It nourishes violet colors. Covers our gray for a richer color. New treats. Nourish hair, better color. My Garnier, naturally.
We have an eyewitness who saw a nurse putting something into Donnie Ray Black's IV bag.
Council was looking for anything that can help this weak case. Well, you just proved just how undisciplined you are.
Proposition 50 threatens what voters know. Voters approved an independent commission that spent thousands of hours meeting with California citizens to create fair election districts where all people are represented and voters decide who gets elected, not politicians. Prop 50 destroys this good work. Prop 50 is a direct attack on democracy, a dangerous idea that tears away the power of choice. Protect your vote and democracy. Vote the Prop 50.
Nobody else does. No matter what you say.
Anyone who believes in him will have abundant and eternal life. We pray these things in the name of Jesus. And all who agree say,
Not turn around.
ABC's The Voice Finally. Stage and recording artist, Vicky Hall. The company guitarist, Aaron Brown.
One day, listen. Rock maker.
USA. WWT is brought to you by Sonic. Live free, eat Sonic.
Subway's footballs are packed with protein, like the Ultimate BNT or the All-Pro Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki, with 58 grams of protein. And now, Subway MVP Rewards members can buy any football in the app and get 40% off. Fuel them now in the Subway app. My celebrity color is me, and this gourmet meal treat. It has 5 amazing food oils. It nourishes while...
All right, what is going on, everybody? This is Chase fan number 9 here. Welcome to another live stream. Today, the NASCAR Cup Series makes its one-off appearance at Worldwide Technology Raceway, also known as Gateway Motorsports Park. This is the third trip. This is the third time the Cup Series has been to this. I think this is their 4th time at this track. Yeah, they started here in 2022. So yeah, the winners so far have been Logano, Kyle Busch, Austin Cindric. Now, well, we'll just have to see. Yeah. Interesting NFL commercial. Anyways, so yeah, the winners of the Cup race at Gateway so far have been Logano, Kyle Busch, and Austin Cindric. Who will get today is anyone's guess, but we'll see. I think I'll go with Ryan Blaney today. I think he's my favorite going into this race, especially since he almost won last year. But he ran out of fuel on the next to last lap, and his teammate won, and the rest is history. And Chase Briscoe's my second favorite because he started the playoff strong with the win at Darlington. Man, dominant. Man, that was a dominant run he put on last week, that's for sure. But the ones to watch out for today is undoubtedly Hendrick Motorsports. My God, after that disastrous run at Darlington, they can be a lot better. And besides, I mean, granted, Gateway hasn't been the best track for Hendrick, but who knows? Only time will tell. And also want to keep an eye on Tyler Reddick after a second place finish last week. And yeah, my boy chased out starting 19th, so he's got a lot of ground to make up. And some drivers need to recover from last week, like Josh Berry, Alex Bowman, you name it.
Now that championship spirit takes the wheel. Waiting for the rain to wait. The NASCAR playoffs roll through the gateway to the west. Where grit meets glory. Never know when it's going to happen again. They race tough. Proud. Oh yeah, pal. Relentless. And on the banks of the mighty Mississippi, it's time to show them.
Another great champion there. He's a 15-time All-Star,
With that said, hello Shahir, welcome to the live stream. Hope you're having a good day today.
Relying on others' misfortune to advance. They're plus 11 to the cup line, not exactly comfortable. So a big point stake here is on the forefront of this team's mind, and a car they think can win certainly will help that cause, Marty.
DJ, real quick, another team I'm keeping my eye on today is Ross Chastain. He said they've got to get better in qualifying. They will start the race today in the fourth position. This part of the country has a great racing history, but it's time to write a new chapter. Let's get the engines fired for playoff racing from St. Louis.
Race fans, and now to give the most famous words in motorsports, today's Illinois 300 Grand Marshal has clearly done more for entertainment than what Muhammad Ali did for boxing. He's a great role model for America's children. He's an Illinois native who has the panache and style with a heart of gold to give today's command. We welcome the man, the myth, the legend, Bill Murray.
How y'all doing? It's a beautiful day down here. We got a beautiful Sunday today, don't we? We're here with all of our friends and our families, and we're here to watch these extraordinary athletes compete. They need and deserve our support. Let's hear it for the drivers right now. Come on. All right. Now, you all did not come down here to the mighty Mississippi to watch the river flow. You came down here to watch these vehicles go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Drivers, start your engine!
Yeah. Wow. Man, that was some intro. All right, let's get this thing started. Also, as you can see again, we have another lengthy second stage. Stage 1 is 45 laps. All right, stage 1 is 45 laps. Stage 2 is 95 laps. And the last stage is 100 laps. I was already going to do it like 7. I think stages 1 and 2 should both be like 70 laps and the last stage be 100. I think that would be fair enough.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. Oh, what's this? A fan is run out onto the field and he's not wearing pants. The birds need pants? And the control room sensitive.
Only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 Liberty.
When it comes to your wireless plan, don't settle for less. Get more with a free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk. More ways to connect. Stream the last lap of the race. And when you spend less with Straight Talk, you can get more moments to yourself by getting something for them. Switch to Straight Talk and get a free 5G phone on us on America's most reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, official partner of NASCAR. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
Subway's got a new meal of the day. Chips and a drink for just $6.99. Or if you're big hungry, you get a football for only $3 more. Huh, big hungry. Is that a thing? That should be a thing. Find your fresh. The all-new $6.99 meal of the day at Subway.
Before we are back at it again with another NASCAR Live race reaction stay on. As Grand Marshal Bill Murray is about to give the fans of fire engines. Today it is Gateway. Now, there was a tire test done earlier this year, and the Cup cars are going to be running the same tire that was run at Richmond just a few weeks ago. So, hopefully, we will be in for a rather decent race today. I hope you expect that there will be a good amount of wear. There will be some uppers and goers, and who knows what's in store for later on this race. Denny Hamlin starts on the pole. Kyle Larson second, Chase Briscoe third, Ross Chastain fourth, Ryan Blaney fifth, Riley Byron sixth, Tyler Reddick seventh, Christopher Bell eighth, Austin Cindric ninth, and Zane Smith rounds out your top 10. As far as my legacy boys are concerned, Joe will be starting 16th, and Jared Nemechek will be starting 20th on the grid. So, yeah, second race. Ride of 16. And for others, are the guys such as Shane Van Gisbergen. He needs a really good run today. If he wants that any sort of chance to try to advance, because pretty much his cushion that he had for all those wins that he got on road courses practically wiped away the next day. I mean, it really is a shock.
All right. So, yeah, SVG is +3 above the cutoff line. Chase Elliott's +9. Logano is Logano, Dylan, Bowman, Berry. Yeah, they all got a lot of work ahead of them if they want to make it far.
He's never been here, and after 25 laps of practice, he looked like he had the speed of the 88 was there. I'll have to say, I think he has a real chance to score some points with it. I do too. Last week, they just didn't execute. They needed to just finish that race with no problems. They weren't able to do it. Today, I think they can race themselves to decent points. All right, let's take a look at today's starting grid brought to you by Golden Corral, and it was a terrific effort yesterday from Denny Hamlin.
There was a tire test that was done at Gateway months ago, and they're using the same tire that we used at Richmond several weeks ago. So we don't see a lot of comers and goers, that's for sure.
I mean, what else can you say? But yeah, practically wiped away the next day. I mean, it really isn't shocking, but I mean, what else can you say? But yes, we are about to get this race underway. The engines are fired up, and we are soon going to be replacing it with streaming as oscillation.
As we continue to roll through the starting grid,
it's all on the coaching staff at this point. For sure.
This race,
Much I really don't have much else to say. Obviously, the Giants are playing right now. Let's be honest, it's the same song and dance. We don't have a fucking offensive line. Shit. And Daniel Jones right now currently balling in Indianapolis. So, guess what? It's all the coaching staff at this point. It's all the coaching staff. Ballard has to get fired. Kafka has to get fired. Dables on his last leg.
Man, they showed the smoke show. Damn, that's a big black cloud. It's a huge black cloud.
Every racetrack has their signature move or signature corner or special iconic thing to do. That's what happens here in St. Louis. We have got enough time to check in on pit road before we go racing. We kick things off with Dylan Welsh. Good afternoon, Dylan.
And well, Hendrick Motorsports has historically struggled here in St. Louis, but there's some reasons for optimism they can turn that around today. Kyle Larson tire test here in June and some serious conversations this week post-Darlington at William Byron in the 2014 and gave optimism this week with a better direction for what they need to go fast here. On their long run in practice yesterday, William did some trial and error, some self-medicating, found what worked for their race car. They have it in a window today, Kim, where they think they can contend up front all day.
Well, Dylan, yesterday was a big win for the number one of Ross Chastain. One of their goals has been to get better on Saturdays, to unload better, have better migration direction, show speed in qualifying. They did all of those things qualifying in the 4th position, and that starting track position is key for another one of their goals. They want to earn max points here today. That first stage being only a short, quick 45 laps. They've all but guaranteed themselves solid stage points if they can maintain that starting position, Marty.
Kim Denny Hamlin has started the playoffs off with back-to-back pole positions at Darlington, now here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. And at plus 43, talking to Chris Gale, his crew chief this morning, he said, listen, we're in a very good position. Yes, we would love to be able to go win this race, but if we get a base hit today and go to Darwin and go to Bristol plus 50 above the cut line, that's what we need because we want to go next week and race for the win. And Hamlin got a little pep talk from his good buddy, Bill Murray. Guess what? He gave one of the best commands ever just a moment ago. Bill Murray leaned in and said, hey, sorry I wasn't able to play in your golf tournament earlier this year. Normally Bill Murray is at Denny Hamlin's golf tournament, but didn't make it a couple of weeks ago. So a little pep talk from Bill Murray. Starting on the pole position, I think Denny Hamlin feels pretty good about things in St. Louis today.
Doesn't get any better, does it? And Denny has started these playoffs in the best possible way. Pole last weekend in Darlington, pole here yesterday. Very exciting qualifying session. It didn't go right for the 11 team last week in the pits, but they staged a tremendous comeback. You see that helped them in the scope of things, considering where the other playoff drivers finished. So if everything can go to plan for the 11, it could be a good day for Hamlin. See the driver trying pit road speed. He's at access road both in and off. We'll take a look at the race analysis. 240 laps, 300 miles. That stage one is really a sprint. 45 laps, 95 laps stage 2, 100 laps stage 3. The fuel window around 75 laps. Pit road speed 40 miles per hour. We will say this multiple times. The second narrowest pit road only being Indianapolis, only 25 feet wide. You see right there just how little room there are for these cars between the pit boxes and that outer wall. Unco is really feeling the pressure. One team that's really feeling the pressure from Hendrick Motorsports is the 48 of Alex Bowman. Dylan, tell us more.
Yeah, and even though they do look like they're in dire straits, they minus 19, he doesn't necessarily feel that way. Spoke to Blake Harrison from Chief earlier today, and their goal is just to get out of here in less of a hole than they're in currently. They will really feel confident about what they've got in Bristol next week, and they can just minimize some damage and some losses here and go to Bristol next week. They fully expect to be able to finish in the top 5 in the stages and be up front at the end. Force others into a mistake there or capitalize on others' misfortune.
It was awesome to make the victory lane here. And while the team would love to repeat, also told me he felt like they were, quote, underwhelming in practice. They thought they would be much better each now. They still think they'll be a top 10 car, which is necessary, but they want to hit their goal of being at least 20 or more points to the cut line headed into Bristol next weekend. Austin said anything under plus 20 to the cut line is pretty nerve-wracking. Even with 20, said nothing is guaranteed. They come into this race, Marty, plus 12.
Here, that there's one driver ready to get this race green today, it is Ryan Blaney, so he can erase the St. Louis memories for 2024. Blaney had the lead coming off turn 4 to the again ran out of fuel. They are hoping not to repeat that today, but they were exceptional in practice yesterday on the longer run. Do not be surprised if Brian Blaney's in contention to possibly win at St. Louis after last year coming so close.
Well, Marty, to your point, let's stay with the 12 team. Brian Blaney, St. Penske, let's eavesdrop on a pre-race pet talk.
Hey everybody, good job. Practice, qualified. We're gonna pretty decent team. So, do what I can for you up here. Have a good day, fellas. Good luck. Appreciate it.
Nice and positive, that's the way to do it. So this place is very young as far as its history in NASCAR Cup Series racing, but not so as far as the Xfinity Series, trucks. There's been Trans Am road course racing here on the infield. A lot of history of drag racing here. And now we're in the 4th year of the NASCAR Cup Series, but the first time ever for the playoffs. It's the Enjoy Illinois.
Yep, this is the first time the Cup Race at Gateway's been in the playoffs too.
One thing that's consistent in all of those races on this oval is restarts are demanding. The front straightaway is narrow, very difficult to see beyond road 1. You see a lot of 3-wide, 4-wide action in turn 1 because it's an opportunity to get position to the start right now. Lights are out on the pace car. We're coming to green. The naming rights sponsor of this facility suggests global importance. So let's see. Let's find out.
All right, pace car is on pit road, and it's time to bring the action. At Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Enjoy Illinois 300 is green. Hello, El Paso, Texas Rail Fanner. Yeah, I think I saw your video about that. Yeah, it was cool. Keep up with the good catches and all that.
Shows you how aggressive drivers are going to be to protect track position once they have it. We're going to talk all day about this odd shape. Once again, Darlington and edge shape, very similar here at St. Louis. This is the wider end of the racetrack, turns 3 and 4. It's just a single downshift into 4th, up into 5th gear, down the front straightaway, and now to the narrower end of the racetrack. Turns 1 and 2, they'll shift from 5th down to 4th, even all the way down to 3rd because of the slow mid-corner speed. The battle right here, side by side battle. No contact with Bubba Wallace. He got real aggressive on corner entry into 1 to get alongside Josh Berry. But he made contact on corner exit. Watch as they
Hello, Mark. Welcome to the live stream.
We're trying to gain position on corner entry. Watch Bubba Wallace's car. He turns left again. Nope, decides to stay in line, try the outside. Up close, picks up onboard cam, and you heard that downshifting from Joey Logano. Bubba gets out wide, man, just crushed the wall there in his pursuit to get by Josh Berry in the 21. Good brothers forward. Josh Berry looking for a bounce back. Remember, it was low. Oh, he got out of the 21. That was just mentioned last week. Turn 2, lap 1. The 21 car went around. He's looking to try to calm his playoffs down, get some laps underneath it. Look at the mess here at the bottom of the screen. 9 Chase Elliott. 88 of SVG, the 3 of Austin Dillon off playoff cars. The 54 time gets there, that blue and white car, 3 wide on the bottom. We heard it for Chase Elliott, the pre-race. For him, he's not a very emotional driver, but I heard some optimism. His car was decent over the long run. He thought the 24 was been able to move through traffic. Oh, contact. Time gets into the 88. Just unsettled Shane Van Gisbergen, who put in a good qualifying performance. Here comes playoff driver Austin Dillon in the 3. Also looking for a way through with Keselowski on the inside and Allmendinger on the outside.
3 wide.
The battle for the lead. Now Lawrence is close.
Battle for the lead starting heated.
A little bit lower. Through the corner, the Hamlin's able to run. Larson does. Hamlet to the bottom, Larson to the middle. I think this cruise team will even get wider than where Larson is right now as this race goes on. Just sort of momentum on corner exit. And you see that wider exit does with the straightaway speed. The 5 is probably go to the bottom. I assume the 11 will walk the top. No, the 11 goes in at the bottom. Very surprised he gave Kyle Larson the opportunity to get to his quarter panel. I think that's all. He's making them work. But let him around the truck with 5 cars.
Now it's new leader, Kyle Larson. Larson led that lap. Roll in the middle. Gonna clear him off too.
It was an underperforming of Darlington, which is rare, but I was super impressed with their cars here in practice. This 5 car was able to take part in the tire test. I think they'll extra laps, unlock something in their setup. I thought all 4 cars looked good. The 5 and the 24 had great speed.
Spoke more about Kyle Larson. Here's Monty.
Yeah, to the point Steve was making a moment ago when I walked into Cliff Daniels this morning, I said, well, it looks like the test information translated to this weekend. He said, hey, don't congratulate me yet. There's a long way to go. But see, I think the key for Hendrick Motorsports yesterday, because yes, they have struggled on this type of track. There's no question about it. But yesterday, they have long run speed with the spot. So to get the lead this early from Denny Hamlin, that's got to be a great sign for that 5 team of Cliff Daniels and Kyle Larson.
Yeah, well, Larson's last 3 wins was always at Kansas in May. It has just been a little bit of an off summer, if you can call it that, for the spot. But I think some of that is the variety of racetrack. Cliff Daniels at the bottom of the screen is an absolute leader inside this organization. He has natural kind of qualities. He doesn't let the lows be too low, the highs be too high. I think no one had doubt that this 5 car would regain its form. And here it is very early.
2002 Daytona 500 with Ward Vernon winning.
So it's been a little while. That's some 6 races ago. He was actually ahead of Jeff for a decent result last weekend, but then something damaged and kind of had collateral effect late in the race and he drifted off to 19.
Remember that race so vividly? Because that was
the first driver to qualify for the round of 12. And the best first shot Toyota Camry as he starts to put pressure on his JJ teammate. Briscoe's got to feel great.
Year and winning.
Year 1 driving for Joe Gibbs Racing. He had to change his driving style to adjust to this race car. He talked to us about how surprised he was how much he had to change. But Steve, once he figured that out, the kind of light bulb went off and the speed is stayed consistent every week.
Yeah, it's top 9 and all playoff drivers in the struggle there. Why they belong in the playoffs.
Well, it's an unfortunate way for driving to see his free chase. It does take a period of time to blend and have that cohesive relationship between drivers and free chase involved. James Small and Chase Briscoe started working on that late last year. It's when it counts for real, Steve, when you get to the racetrack, right?
Yeah, that's where it matters most. That's the postseason, and that's where we currently are. So I would be concerned if they plateau, but I've yet to see that. I think this 19 team just continues to improve. That performance last week, that's a track that is so easy to just slip up. And they did not. They executed a near perfect race out of the 19.
We talked about Joey Logano. I was concerned about he and Chase Elliott, both Joey Logano.
So yeah, just heard it here. CSX military train with a KCS Grey Ghost and Canadian Pacific. And that would be an ultimate last shot. Hello, train stream. Welcome to the live stream.
There's a method to all this motorsports madness. The reason we do all this shit different. One thing, like battling over a bottle of champagne. You harness this, and put it in that, so you can feel like this. Now you're see. Win. Buy one Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right. Buy one hand smash Angus beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of burger deals. You buy one, get one free in the Sonic app.
French toast nibblers or breakfast nachos?
Actually, I was thinking about heading out only because I want to beat the traffic.
Hey, look, I'm going to sleepovers the next house. That's what the game's on.
You're a Notre Dame guy. I'm from Texas.
Where's that? Yeah. I mean, how can you call yourself a sports fan without Xfinity? We got multi-year.
That's college and programs all in one place.
I'm not going anywhere.
Absolutely.
Try to paint this to go out. You're about to. Yes, let's go. I got a little recipe.
Not passing.
Briscoe and Blaine battling for third.
He's also getting doubled a lot.
Maybe no recognizable lens.
He's also getting the double coverage.
What's wrong with going in circles?
Different circles, Ross.
Okay.
Head for the mountains.
What I need is some.
Your kicker thought she was something, but actually, she was just a workaholic. You were made to take time off. You were made to save time.
Having a good day so far.
Expedia made to travel. Why are you willing to do it to be a thing?
Briscoe's trying to be middle lane.
Some mother cried for her son.
That hospital care is not there. I don't want you dead. See you, Corey.
Sure, there's a loss for you. Is that all you got?
I just realized you don't have a team.
That's the smartest thing you've said.
Waymaker, Fridays at 10 on USA.
But you tend to
Get it on Peacock.
27 laps to go in stage one here in the Enjoy Illinois 300. Technically, we're across the bridge, across the Mississippi in Illinois. And we always refer to this Worldwide Technology Raceway as in St. Louis. And you're looking at the 12 of Brian Blaney.
Yep, versus next week. Can't wait for them.
On last weekend's winner, Chase Briscoe for third. It's been a good battle. Like, Briscoe got to Hamlin and looked faster, and then once he got there, he kind of stalled out. Hamlin's driven away from him. But ahead of all that, we talked about in racing today how cars are so similar in speed. Kyle Larson is flying. He is 3 tenths of a lap faster than anyone else. And almost 4 seconds ahead of Denny Hamlin. That's what that looks like. We get some updates from Pit Road. Dylan, take us away. The struggle on that long run was the short run, so they had some changes over there to try and help that. Still a little bit more to be desired. Williams came on the radio and said I was ready. He was struggling with the tires.
Can you sign a contract for us?
She said this morning that last 15 to 40 range on that long run they did.
All right, Larson's lead is 4 seconds.
We saw Bubba Wallace have that spirited battle with Josh Berry at the start of the race. He gained a couple of positions since the start. What's he saying about the car? Listen in. Again, that comment is interesting from Bubba Wallace, saying it's no better than yesterday because after practice he told Charles tonight, I just don't know what direction to go with the car. They didn't make changes based on qualifying. We'll see how it plays out.
Marty, a free fall for Austin Dillon, who started 15th, now finds himself in the 27th position. Here's what he just told the team about the car. And that was his response to the spotter telling him to drive harder in the 3. This could be a hangover from their practice yesterday. Richie Bridger Oswald told me they underachieved in practice, overachieved in quals. Yesterday, he just didn't have the confidence to do anything quick from his throttle, no grip, just sliding around. They'll need to work on that race car.
And immediately behind him is the 48 of Alex Bowman. Alex lost 3 positions since the start. He finds himself in 28th. And a lot of work to do this afternoon here at Worldwide
lot of technology Raceway to keep his hopes alive. Meanwhile, back up with Chastain and Byron, this fight for 6th and the top 9 positions are occupied by playoff drivers.
See the line moving around Chastain up the racetrack. Shifted down in there, got a little bit loose. I really liked the speed yesterday, speed with 24 car practice.
And we're nowhere near what would be considered long run. 20 laps Sanders were right off on board with Bush Light on board camera for Chastain. 75 on fuel, 45 for stage. We saw Farmer over 40 laps into practice. So as we've seen the last time slow a little bit, you just wonder if 15, 20 laps out there, there's a real big grip loss and we'll see a variety of balances for these cars. I love what Chastain's doing though. He's a balance 24 run on the racetrack.
She said he copied her husband, but she copied your Papa. Dressed like her husband, did her husband invent suits? She must have been so pissed when Justin Timberlake released a suit and tie, while a different YouTuber named Christopher Wayne made his
Oh, caution.
Showing the Willie Moon song What I Want used the same chords and lyrics as a Spinal Tap song from the 80s. Lauren Mulcahy
Caution,
showed an
good.
even worse example, showing the Willie Moon Yeah Yeah music video had shamelessly.
This is the place, by the way, the site of his last ever Cup Series victory 2 years ago, which seems like an eternity. See what happened to the driver of the 8.
Yeah. Just trying to leave the corner with lots of speed and just around it comes. We've seen this multiple times. Just the car just doesn't talk to him. He doesn't know that it's loose. But before he can do anything about it, he's aimed in the wrong direction. It's just not telling him I'm loose. It's in the gas.
I think that just shows how difficult these can be to drive. Some guys, pilot times, make it look so easy. But when you're on that window street, he's trying everything he can to hustle this 8 car to make sure he's holding up his end of the bargain. Here he spins the car by himself, quite shocking.
Hi friends, check this out. This is one of the coolest things I have in my collection. This is a very rare Sabian triple hi-hat stand. There's 3 hi-hat cymbals here. There's a 10-inch on the top, and then 2 14-inch cymbals in the middle and down from the bottom. And when you hit the pedal, the top cymbal moves down, and the bottom cymbal moves up.
She went to church.
I know. What's good already? You're shopping?
I don't know.
You want like this or I will eat it?
You can have it.
Why do you want to open the window?
There's 3 hi-hat cymbals here. There's a 10-inch on the top, and then 2 14-inch cymbals. The top cymbal moves down.
We can to the plan.
Do you want to take that?
We can have
The opportunity here to pick out and stay out again to say.
Like this over getting that from
Yeah, I think RCR needs an overhaul.
Or did you remove the thing and they post it?
Yes, I hung it back up in where.
Were you able to open it?
Yes, I was.
I use a plier. When you do the plier, be careful because you will ruin the thread around that push it there.
Yes, I was careful with it.
Because you keep removing it before, so no one can use it, he said. If we can put it in the right way, if you put it in the right way,
probably decide to come unless you think you get enough track position to get these finish points. So with this many cars on this narrow pit road, find your P's and Q's, try to work together. Easy to damage the race car, Dylan.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what goes on here from a strategy and tire standpoint. For William Byron, his feedback just was that he was looser on that run in and off the corner than they were in practice. A little bit tight in the center here at the 24 in for service.
We talked about Tyler Reddick. He was a little confused on when he got too tight right now, but I kind of want to see how it goes. So don't look for major changes on that 45, Marty.
Kyle Larson, effusive praise for his race car, saying, man, we are really good. My only complaint, a little bit free on the entry of turn 3. You see a couple cars flash by. Larson in the 5 car, leading to go in a tight pit road exit with SVG as well.
Tiny base action there, and his 4.4-second lead evaporated with this first portion of the race.
We saw this last week. It looks to me like the 45 has a loose wheel. He stops with another Toyota teammate, the 11, to get it tightened up. Marty, is that the situation?
How about that heads up? Yes, Tyler Reddick had a little bit of time to come down for the hold in the 11. Pitch by great communication by Toyota camp. That's what finishes stage 1.
French toast nibblers or breakfast nachos?
Actually, I was thinking about heading out only because I want to beat the traffic.
If I find the sleepovers the next day, that's what the game's on.
You're a Notre Dame guy. I'm from Texas.
Way to never compromise. What? Yeah. I mean, how can you call yourself a sports fan without Xfinity? You got multi-view.
That's college and pro games all in one place. I'm not going anywhere.
You can try the Youtubes and block. You're about to.
Yes, let's go. I got a little recipe, but I can't tell you. But I think you're going to be happy.
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLife.com.
Safe Life Repairs, Safe Life Replace. Wednesday happens. Ringing of misfortune is now Wendy's. It's pure torture. It's uniquely, it's spiritually, and deep sense. Enjoy the language.
Bell time.
This is my WWE every single week.
Monday Night SmackDown, live Wednesday, only on USA.
Valley Ford is your report into the truck headquarters. Check out the Ford trucks from Shelton, Black Widow, and Roush. Need a work truck? You have a wide range in stock ready to roll. Your truck headquarters, Big Valley Ford. Here's needing more.
Since 1955, Volvo has sold 5 million cars in the U.S. And for over 10 years, Neo Volvo has been helping families drive safer, smarter, and with more confidence. To continue that tradition, Neo Volvo's starting price on new model year 2025 cars will remain unchanged. Now at Neo Volvo, lease a new Volvo XC60 Q5 Plus for just $499 a month. Visit Neo Volvo and lease your new XC60 today in Sacramento or at NeoVolvoCars.com.
Is your off-road and SUV headquarters. Check out our huge selection of
TG game 13 buses.
plus the Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport. Your off-road and SUV headquarters. Big Valley Ford.
Yeah, the race I'm watching the live stream is a lap ahead of me.
You're watching the Cup Series playoffs from St. Louis, presented by Golden Corral, and that is quite the way to get things going. But that is the signature move here in St. Louis at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Here's the replay of Tyler Reddick's stop.
Yeah, Pit Road Challenges continues to play out cars. Right side looks okay, like rear issues. So it looks like some sort of trouble hanging the tire. The front tire seems to reach the back, drops the jack, and we have done this around.
Stop, 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 stop. The 11. Or left rear, Nick. Tell left rear.
All right, so communication stopping at Toyota box, so they can help him. Tell them it's the left rear. Now, 45 will have a penalty. That is hitting outside your box because you are literally being serviced from another team, but much better than dragging a loose wheel onto the racetrack. Little pit strategy. Trying to get points. SVG. We're going to restart 12 to fill 2 tires.
All right, back to green. We have 13 laps to go in this one.
13 to go in stage 1. Denny Hamlin and his teammate Chase Briscoe. Here we go. Back up to speed.
We'll see a few tires and a great race car. Get over down the wall. I thought that was going to be close.
Oh, nice. Signature guitar. Damn, look at Larson go.
Unbelievable. We hadn't seen 2 tires get a huge advantage here yet, but something was magic on the 5 car as the attack continues. He is on the bottom of the racetrack, passing cars as they're 4 wide in the back area, already up to 4th. Briscoe leads Hamlin, then Ryan, Blaney, and then on board with Chase Chastain.
Lawson. Just zips up the inside there. He's up to 4th place. The next one on his list. And that's going to change a lot of perspective and a lot of decisions all day long. The question is it just
Michael McDowell's also up to 8th place. The SCG's in 10th. Let's go.
Wallace behind him. He's picked up 4 spots. William Byron's picked up 4 spots. This was always kind of a minimal number of stop race. They're attempting to have more tires fall off. It didn't look like a lot, but sometimes, Jeff, just grip allows you to run a lower lane. Doesn't kind of hard you in that 3rd lane. And once you run these next 2 down the pass with 10 to go, that'll be an unbelievable choice to pick for the 5. I have no idea what the
Damn, Briscoe just got to the lead.
Great choice by the 5-car for Dave. There's going to be a tires that they're running on here tonight, by the way. That Worldwide Technology Raceway the same as they were several races ago at Iowa Speedway.
He's sitting in that outside lane. He stayed out. Thinking that was going to give him the best opportunity to get stage points.
Oh, Josh Berry.
Unfortunately, he crashed early in the first playoff race last weekend and Berry's in the wall.
Caution.
He was running 15th at the time.
Damn, back-to-back issues for 21.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that 21's done.
That's fear, right? It's easy to say come and get tires because you see them driving to the front, but it does put you back in the back a little bit.
Yeah, that 21's done.
Let's show you a view from Chase Elliott.
Contact there for sure. Watch, Josh Berry is underneath Logano. They're trying to get underneath Logano. They contact for Chase Elliott.
Oh, wow. I think it do happen. Damn. Eric Jones close call.
Big disappointment for this team, but they have a lot to build on. They have a lot of speed in the races.
Damn,
this
21
year.
made it back around somehow.
Fortunately, Josh suffered a big crash here last year as well. So his playoffs are not going to plan.
Before taking breast treatment for my COPD, I had bad days. Days ruined by flare-ups. It could permanently damage my lungs. Then I talked to my doctor about breast treatment, and I noticed things changed. Breast treatment gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, my lungs.
There you go.
Breast treatment also helped
There he
improve
is, he's
my
11.
symptoms, and was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that can send me to the hospital. Now, I worry less about bad days and enjoy more good days.
Breast Treat won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It's not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breast Treat more than prescribed. Breast Treat may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if voice and breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breast Treat for COPD.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest. The cold lager, cold filtered, cold packaged. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coolers Light. Choose chill.
$70 for coffee? Nah. How about Sonic's salted caramel coffee iced coffee with cold foam for only $2.99? It's the fancy without the price. You want to look pretty?
There's a method to all this motorsports madness. The reason we do all this shit different. Launching and battling over a bottle of champagne. We harness this and put it in that so you can feel like this. Now you're listening. Win.
You've only got so many weekends.
Stay warm doing something nobody saw coming. It's a party, a festival, a race.
It's all of that.
All
all at once. Concerts, tailgating, unbelievable action. 100 reasons to say this is actually awesome. It's fast, it's wild. It's the cutoff race in NASCAR's playoffs, the wild card weekend. The Bank of America Royal 400. Sunday, October 5th. Get tickets at charlottemotorspeedway.com.
NASCAR on USA is brought to you by Golden Corral. Unlimited wins and new boneless wings. Only at Golden Corral. Progressive Insurance saves when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit progressive.com. And by Credit One Bank. NASCAR, American Express card. Oh, you got a feel for this guy. Last week, lap 1 of the first race of the playoffs, and just 36, 37 laps into the opening stage of the second race. This is what went down. Turn 1.
Yeah, just 3 wide. And, it doesn't take much. Around, it's just really tight racing here. Yeah, it looks to me like the 9, I don't know if it gets a little loose. There's definitely a correction up the track it goes, catches the 21, around the 21 goes. Nothing on purpose, doesn't help Josh Berry any better lap. The damage is definitely not his car, but this isn't the only time we're going to see this today. If they continue to run 2, 3, and 4 wide on restarts, people are going to make contact. She's not that much space.
Josh Berry, the driver who locked himself in with victory in Las Vegas earlier in the year, this is what happened last week in Darlington. There was an extraordinary save by 45 of Taylor Redding after he got hit, but unfortunately, it weren't too extraordinary for Josh Berry. So it has been really tough back-to-back weeks for the driver of the 21.
Yeah, when we come into the playoffs, we're just not expecting to be at 2 reps before the end of stage 1, right, in the first 2 races. And you get all fired up, and you can see right there how close the racing action is. Josh Berry just comes out and loses.
Eric Jones says, thank you. I was able to skip through there and get away with that, following on from Legacy Motocross. Brilliant weekend last weekend. Both drivers in top 5. So, we're almost finished. Stage 1. It's Chase Briscoe at the front. And you'll notice, I meant to say this earlier too, when you see the pylon, not that one there, because that obviously says that he's already got the one win, but when you see the names surrounded either in blue to designate that they're playoff drivers, Briscoe's the only one surrounded by yellow to determine that he is going through to the round.
This caution did get Kyle Busch back in the lead lap from that earlier incident.
We'll have to see if the cycle has changed the tire advantage for Kyle Larson. As his tires lost a little at the older tires cooled off.
Quick yellow.
See, 11th to 3rd in just a handful of laps for Kyle Larson. Then he's that highlight and to the front. But it's interesting to see Cliff Daniels has already told Kyle Larson, hey, you're staying out. So for those who did pit at lap 29, and at 2 stop the rest of this race, it's been the minimum amount of time on pit road versus those who have 3 stops left in this race.
So there's only 4 laps on Kyle Larson's tires. And they got to restart here with 50 up. So 8 laps car, 8 laps on the tires to the end of stage, really going into the countdown phase. Now what happens the rest of the race will really probably determine the number of goals. The 2 guys up right to the closer right here. Austin Cindric at 9, he did not hit. He is on older tires, trying to get stage points at SDG. We talked about him. He's on 2 tires. So good battle right here trying to get stage points.
Yeah, he's trying to jump up, see if he can leap from that 71.
All right, here we go. Back to green with 4 laps to go.
All right, let's get going so we can finish off stage 1 here at World Light Technology Raceway. Green flag, back to racing, great stuff, Chase Briscoe. But watch the 5, because it was flying earlier. Blaney's in the mix there, Bell down low, Chastain in the mix. What can Van Gisbergen do in that white car? Several back. Here comes Bubba Wallace in that black and red number 23 for 2311 Racing. Van Gisbergen just taps
88 given the tap to the number 2.
Van Gisbergen through on the inside.
Yeah, but the 2 Cindric is oh yeah, he's got to get away from Cindric. And look at all the spots he's losing.
What a move under 9 of Chase Elliott. Threads the needle. Remember the 9 had to start a little bit further back, all the way up to 11 with 4 fresh tires. Looking 3 wide. Can't quite get to the outside of the 88. I think the 9 will be able to score stage points in the next 3 laps. What a start to the race it would take to Chase Elliott. They are G, hang on and get some stage points. Watch this. SVG on the bottom of the racetrack gets the two-car and just runs at the back of the lane. Up front, clear speed advantage for Briscoe and Larson, who are half a second faster than the field. Remember, for Briscoe, it's not the points needed. The win last week has advanced him. But winning the stage is a playoff point. You can carry that into the seeding of the next round, but it's going to be a battle with one goal.
Oh, Larson to the inside.
One left to go in stage one, presented by Credit One Bank. Kyle Lawson, full team on the inside.
Flag, stage one.
Briscoe's going to try to do anything to stay on this quarter panel, but not allow the crowd to power up. There you go. One more set of quarters for Briscoe. Briscoe said earlier this week he is not letting up.
Yeah, Briscoe cleared him. Yeah, Briscoe's going to win this first stage.
And how about that final stage point? Who grabbed it? Chase Elliott did. Nice fight. Might be for 1 point, but that counts. Nice work from the Napa Chevy driver. That was intense between him and Zane Smith and Ty Gibbs and Shane Van Gisbergen. And this is how we did it, Jeff.
All right, Chase Briscoe, stage one winner. Kyle Larson second. Denny Hamlin third. William Byard fourth. Ryan Blaney fifth. Bubba Wall sixth. Christopher Bell seventh. Ross Chastain eighth. Zane Smith ninth. And Chase Elliott 10th.
That's why we're talking about Horizon Government, the network that truly prioritizes first responders.
So we don't worry about getting through. They're the most reliable 5G network in America. Out here, reliability is everything.
Extreme or routine, Horizon Frontline Drivers.
The number one network choice in public safety. Learn more. Your mission is our purpose.
Subway's foot bones are packed with protein, like the Ultimate BNT or the All-Pro Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki, with 58 grams of protein. And now, Subway MVP Rewards members can buy any foot long in the app and get 40% off. Do it now in the Subway app. Hot black sale this summer is even bigger than ever. Now you can save up to 30% on moving stores until September 22nd. Whether you're relocating to your new home or renovating your current one, don't miss this bigger than ever offer. Save up to 30% today. Look at pots.com.
Washington's ready to burn all their timeouts. Because he knew going the game, they weren't burn their timeouts.
Every single week. Live plays at 8 on USA. When you're ready to plug into the EV lifestyle, we're here to help. With a knowledgeable staff who loves to talk tech.
And an exciting EV lineup that is sure to impress.
See your Central Valley Chevy dealer. In our great valley called San Joaquin,
We work with soil.
we raise our children,
We invest in our communities.
and we hope to leave a lasting legacy. This valley is our home, and we all breathe the same air.
I want to say thank you. And while we're still hungry to visit it,
Through your efforts, our valley and it is everything. Visit valleyair.org/our valley to continue building a healthy future for all of us.
Chevy Silverado is just as smart as it is strong.
Plus, the abilities and tools, you can do it, and it's free.
See your Central Valley Chevy dealer.
If you're a Chase Briscoe fan, life doesn't get any better at the moment. Last weekend in Darlington at the Southern 500, he won stage 1, stage 2, and he defended his Southern 500 victory, and he won the opening stage here today. What a way to start the playoffs.
Yeah, unbelievable. Just, that's the best thing you can do with the first race in advance. Now, all the drivers that have yet to pit are going to have to come to pit road and kind of get squared up on fuel. The guys that did pit will probably stay out. Not all, but some will. So deviation is plans. I'm expected. We'll see if any more playoff drivers have any more hiccups on pit road. That's really been the story of these playoffs, Dylan.
Yeah, pit stops are happening.
Reported earlier in the run, he was a half number 3 in the center of turns 1 and 2, but tight in the center of 3 and 4. They're going to have to free him up here. They're going to be very traffic. He needs to be durability.
Top right, Chase Briscoe, just the rear needs to
Ryan Blaney said, entry is not too bad. I just need more rear security late in the run. Denny Hamlin, when the 5 car went by him, said, I don't have that much speed. And he said, I'm maxed out. I need to be a little bit freer, especially late in the run. And you see all the cars leaving pit road, but a few stayed out, Lee.
So then for the 5 of Kyle Lawson will cycle to the front, Chase Briscoe, winning that race off pit road.
There's a reason they don't call them clean bikes, am I right? Because of dirt bike
Gas stations.
you gotta start at the top and work your way down. You want me to do yours next? Oh, you're from Oklahoma.
They have to fill the signs.
That's why we love Roku Ads Manager. Sign up at ads.roku.com.
When it's for a reach, you try the $5 chicken meal deals with the value. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. The price makes 5. That's everything you get with the $5 chicken meal deal with McDonald's.
Ashley's Labor Day sale is ending soon. It's your last chance to find top price for every room starting at just $199. Plus, for a limited time, you can pick up for $1,000 store-wide or with no interest until 2030. Buy in store every Monday. Only at Ashley.
Retire with sometimes
Pretty good at shipping. These beagles have an estimated
This is my WWE. Every single week. 21 SmackDown Black Friday today, only on USA.
Ginger unzips the bag and searches the merch. Have everything in place? After that, okay. Ginger unzips the bag and searches each one by
Okay, I
hand.
love it. Me too. And it was so easy. And that sales guy was pretty cool.
Hello.
Still here. But so glad you liked the call. We'll take it.
Fresh adventures await at the Roseville Auto Mall with 20 top brands and thousands of vehicles in stock daily. Your new adventure is just a short drive or click away. Level up with a new vehicle during our trade-in and trade-up event now at the Roseville Auto Mall. Driven to be the best.
Well, Solar Stop, there it is in downtown St. Louis, just a few miles from the racetrack where we are. We're getting the kickoff pitbox with DJ and Hardy, fellas. An interesting opening stage.
I'll tell you what, Lee, we're only 45 laps. Stage 1 was very eventful and, very impressive stage for Chase Briscoe to get the win. But to me, Kyle Larson, maybe he can still getting 9 stage points is awfully impressive. Yeah, no doubt about it. The rest of his Hendrick team, they doing a really good job too. Chase Elliott getting back to the top 10 to score 8 points. Alex Bowman was back in 29th, going nowhere. Finished 18th in the States, but now it's going to start near the top 10. So a big boost. Can we now answer the question that, yes, those changes that Hendrick Motorsports found here at that tire test with Kyle Larson certainly helped the entire camp. Unfortunately for Josh Berry, it's an early exit today. With him.
Yeah, Marty, rough 2 weeks for Josh Berry. What happened? What does this mean for your team?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was a chaotic restart back there after everybody did it, and checked up a little bit, try to stop Jody and 38, and then I got run and kind of slid in there, and it really got a little loose and slid up into us, So, like, I would be honest, Chase and that team have done a lot for me, and I really doubt that was on purpose. Just wrong place, wrong time for us again, and obviously unfortunate, but just want to thank everybody at Brothers Racing and Motorcraft, Quick Lane, all our partners, everybody on board. We're just good at Bristol and try to do the best we can and put ourselves in position to race for a win, and that's really all we can do at this point.
Let's put it flat halfway now, West Bristol. I don't want to be in that situation, but there's no confusion about it.
And it's a possibility.
A lot of experience in that interview as well. That's a man that's raced a lot of short tracks around the country, and he has probably given those bumps and received them and understands that is kind of the five-part stuff racing. A lot of conversation, obviously, about the playoff drivers, but that got to run to a line by Nate Smith. That 38 car high is, there it goes, Chris Busher. Most of them are all in the top 10.
I like two, these Tommy Woods from Charleston tonight. crew chief, Bubba Wallace, and they've got that car working better as well. So keep an eye on McDonald's 23 because he, alongside Zane Smith, they might making the most of that early stage as well.
We had 7 playoff drivers outside the top 25. All of those drivers, Briscoe, Handler, Val, Blaney, Chastain, Cindric, and SVG, off pit road, they will be in a mess back there.
Coming back to the top of the show, Jeff Farmer driving 2 seconds under pressure. Keep an eye on Joey Logano. Currently 6th, in that Hunt Brothers pick 7, green 4. Here it is. There's the view right behind, trying to get ready to start stage 2.
All right, time to bring the action in stage number 2. Here we go. Larson's going to lead stage 1.
Everyone through.
Jones is 7th. Wow.
Picked up on that restart.
Loss.
Bring it all. Look at this. He's not done. I see the advantage of this spot right here. Should be able to get the power down. There you go. See what he does with the straightaway. 2 wide in front. We'll see what he has for a choice. He'll stay on top.
Oh, yeah.
It's a shame that Oaks did last year. He is spectacular on mine.
Oh, God, Freddie might be
Eric Jones. He just heard outside. He thought he was the top.
Almost. No, best to bail out.
That work on Tyler Reddick's car. That's why they love him. They love the fact that he's willing to go do this.
I spoke to Billy Scotty's crew chief yesterday, and he said,
He's going to get a run.
it feels like the old Tyler Reddick is back.
Huge run.
After that race last week,
going to the mid, going to the top again.
Finish runner-up, so close to a Southern 500 win, but this guy, this fighter, he's back. And he's ready to
And we have absolutely zero momentum by tipping at the bottom.
To the next phase, and as far as you can, through the championship
Then we
four.
go to
So
7.
whether you're on board, let's go for a ride.
Did, I got to check if Freddie actually did. No, they're both on the same strategy. Oh, Seven. Kyle Busch is the first one with new cut. Pitted 8 laps ago, and that was the first one with completely brand new tires.
They did that pretty well.
Just over 630 yards down this front stretch, from 5th down to 3rd gear for turns 1 and 2. And that we're on board Chase Elliott.
Jeff Coffins.
Today's the day where he needs to turn his playoff form around. So far, so good.
The speed of the 2 tires. You read it underneath Chase Elliott. The speed of the 2 tires in that 38 car will get everyone's attention. It is just a challenge that you can change tires so quick this vehicle versus fuel. It takes a real interesting window to have that choice. They had it early. I'm not sure if they'll have that later with only 20 laps. It's ready to go to the inside. Brad just continues to move up. Other cars with new tires. Briscoe all the way up to 15, Bell 17. Bell picked up 11 spots, Cindric 10 spots, Briscoe 9. I just don't think you can ignore fresh tires. I mean, I know that the older tires with Briscoe won that stage. I understand that. But winning a stage with clean air is different than running 10 or 15. So that mid-pack decision to pit and you get a bunch of yellows is going to really stress an engineering performance.
While Reddick is in a sea of drivers surrounded by so many that pitted on lap 29, he's kind of a standout by himself who pitted on lap 30. Dylan?
We see Alex Bowman here in the 48 car running in 10th. This is as high as they've been all day. And DJ mentioned it, a huge net gain for them just based on what they did on their pit strategy here, pitting on lap 29.
29, which is the same lap that Kyle Larson did. This is the kind of day that they need, and Alex's car has not been bad. They just were buried in traffic, really bad, dirty air, so still in a little traffic, but much better being closer to the front than getting a few points on the cut line. Didn't want to do anything crazy or dramatic today, just a base hit. They're doing everything right now for Bowman. I got back to what it's all kick good and countdown to three. That's first going alongside
Suarez is in the wall. Caution.
Not sure what started it, but you called it, but he looked like Briscoe had the left front tire locked up.
So he locked it up big time, going in a line.
He got a first down. Man.
Breaking into turn. Suarez on the outside.
He just locked it up.
Yeah, it's a super heavy break.
He sent the 99 up into the wall.
Russell Wilson. Russell, yes, that's.
And then it doesn't turn. But that left front tire is sliding. It is not going to make the corner. Yeah, I mean, shocking to me, he locked up the tire. I agree with the heavy brakes, but unlike a Martinsville where you see it practice, I haven't seen any tires locked up. But somewhere in that 3 wide with the entry speed, just in a situation, but no doubt, left front locks up, gets into the 99, sends him into the wall. That flat spot on the left front of the 19 probably require a pit stop. Just make it look on board with Bell. You know, like, it's not like the 19 was going way faster than the 20, but obviously something upset the car enough where that left front locked up. And now with 79 laps to go in the stage, this is kind of a fuel window at the end of stage 2. And for that reason, pit road becomes very busy. Another split decision. We're going to say that every time the caution comes out of this.
So you go Bubba Wallace, Mike Gibbs, Dylan Welch is standing by. And here's Joey Logano, first pit stall on pit road. He said he was forward in dirty air. Not a bad balance, just needs more grip for the 22 Ken.
Yeah, you heard Chase and Briscoe radio to the team. Definitely flat spot the tires. We're going to need new ones. Left side tires only for our stage 1 winner. And something has gone awry there in the left rear. I don't know if they can't get the tire off. Marty.
Bubba Wallace has already left pit road. Chase Briscoe still fights trying to get that left rear tire on. And now they're going to let that a 4-tire car call here for James Small and Chase Briscoe. Meanwhile, Bubba Wallace gave up all that track position at the front. Comes down pit road here. Steve, you mentioned it. Now just 78 to go in stage 2. In theory, you could be able to stretch it all the way to the end of stage 2, while those who stayed out still have to make a stop at this stage.
I like that strategy. I hate to think you have to get under green, but we just have to see the cautions come out.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take one daily giants at each day start. As time went on, it was easy to see. I'm lowering my A1C. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and no heart disease,
wasn't expecting 4 cautions in a short time frame like this.
And Chase Briscoe, he stopped last week's winner, Robbie Roberts, on his second hit on pit road last weekend. That is incredible. Something really wrong out here. I think that one was the leg. I'm not sure if the tire wasn't go on or they can't even see it. I guess the drive pin is exactly what happens. So then we heard on the radio that just change laps. That'll be under penalty. You can't change laps first for a myriad of rules. But now the 19 comes back in. I guess to top it off, which is a great idea because now they're going to probably commission running all the way into the station.
Correct, Steve. Great told his driver Chase Briscoe we top off now. We should be able to make it to the end of stage 2. No adjustments there. Got pretty good for very long of those front tires. He didn't have that big issue on pit road.
This won't make you feel better at the moment, but when you go back and look at last week, they're going to feel a little better knowing that they're already through because it'll take the pressure off. This restart's been crazy. We've seen 2 and 3 wide. Reddick has used the third lane as onboard priest at WWT.com camera. We've seen Larson run the third lane. The spotters all paid attention to that. The driver saw it as well, so expect more to try it.
Keep an eye on that 45. Tyler Reddick on the last restart was exceptional. Watch him up on the high side. He's got Carson Postbar right behind him. Eric Jones there at the Family Dollars Toyota Camry.
Right, here we go. Back to green. Let's see if we can go a little bit longer. Larson's going to lead them off.
Armandinga making life difficult for SVG. Bowman's there. Around the outside goes Joey Logano. On the inside, in that blue and white Camry is Denny Hamlin making up good positions. And how about Zane Smith? Here comes Hocevar looking for an inside option on Smith. Does he go all the way? He drives Smith up high. He may have been able to sneak his way through. And look at this man.
I watch this every week, and I wonder how they don't rank more often. It's so aggressive.
Christopher Bell in that 20. In the DeWalt Camry, he's working on Carson Hocevar.
He was put on the passing credit before this last caution. He passed a ton of cars. That's how he gets in the 54, pitted from the 8th position. He had a penalty for vehicle interference, so probably encroached on another pit stop. But he's all the way to the back of the field as well. Here comes Bubba Wallace. And he had really good track position. He was second at the time of that caution coming out. He came in for a stop, and now he's starting to work his way forward. He's in 8th at the moment behind Zane Smith. Gregson up high. There's Briscoe caught in the middle on the low side of Cole Custer. Christopher Bell. His car looks really good this weekend. That conversation with him this morning. That 20 yellow and black car. He was excited about the day. He felt like he had a really fast race car. He's showing it right now.
Well, he was in the mix last year, Jeff. As you remember, he could have won this race a year ago, and with 18 laps to go, he had a mechanical issue, and that took a possible victory away from him. And then that was before the Ryan Blaney running out of fuel incident. So it was a very normal end to this race last year. We've got so much to look forward to here. There's a couple of Toyotas go door to door. Fight for third between Reddick and Bell.
Bell was able to stay on the bottom of the racetrack and rolls the middle so well. He just slides right up and runs down already. That's impressive.
Toyota on board with Tyler Reddick. Now listen. Incredible week last week in Darlington for Toyota as far as their representation, and here today the Toyota driver update showed us that Christopher Bell is the highest place, then Reddick, his teammate Wallace, then he had one Colson it just back a little further in 11th.
Joey Logano, 2 tires at lap 62, slowly moving forward. It's kind of a mixed decision. The 11 of Denny Hamlin as well. Hamlin at 10, he also got 2 tires at 62. Hardy.
All of a sudden, SVG going the wrong direction. Restarted 18th, now 25th. Just radioed to Stephen Dorn. I might have a flat. He said, feel it out as much as you can, but let me know as soon as you can if you think it truly is a flat.
Tough decision for a driver to try to decide if the tire's flat. How you ride it out until it goes down, you can get into the wall. You can't, there's nothing wrong with your car, you just feel awful about it. But I love when the crew chief, all you can do on top of the pit box is encourage whatever decision the driver makes. You have to support him. He's the only guy out there feeling it. You see 15 spots lost since the restart.
He is just nursing it. That's frustrating because he pitted on the same lap as Christopher Bell, who's powering in third. Look up top, the teammates from 23-11, Tyler Reddick, Bubba Wallace.
I'm going to tell you, Jeff, it's hard to tell exactly because there's just been so much kind of chaos, but it looks to me that equal cars, tires really matter. Now, there are some cars that just have standout speed, like Larson and Nelly, and run 1-2 with the oldest tires in the field. You just wonder where that goes over the next 67 laps, and if there's a clip to this tire fall off. Let's listen in to the 45 of Reddick running fourth currently.
We are going to be a lap down, and we are stuck by the 20 at this point now, right? Okay, just for a little bit. Cannot make it to the end now, so 3 all.
There's some communication about just where this is going to cycle out and who has to pit and who doesn't. Everyone that chose not to pit at lap 62 for sure has to make a pit stop. And I believe there's a lot of drivers from lap 62 that are going to try to stretch it. Remember, we talk a lot about all the shifting and all the brakes. That allows a driver to use less input and save some gas. We'll see if somebody like, say, Bubba Wallace, who was last on pit road at lap 62, are they going to try to stretch parties?
Steve can confirm. Just talked to Charles tonight a moment ago. Said hitting at 62, are you good to make it to the end of the stage? He said, yes, we should be fine from there, no problem. But we know most of the cars around us cannot make it to the end of the stage. So interesting. A lot of strategies playing out here in stage 2, still 65 to go.
Now, what does the green spot pit stop mean? You lose about 28 seconds plus a pit stop. We'll call it 38 seconds with a normal pit stop. Lap times around 34, 35 seconds. So you absolutely will be last. There you go.
Ty Dillon.
Ty Dillon. The DraftKings Chevy, the Colin Racing.
Rear team and shoot, guys.
Running 32nd in the 10 car. It's going to be a big jumble up the field again. This is what it's so tough. If you're Larson and Elliott, I think you absolutely have to pit now because you just got to get fuel on board to make it into the stage. But all those cars at 62, they only have about 10 laps on their tires. They're probably going to stay out because these cautions, if you were short, they're going to connect you to that. And almost everybody in the field has found themselves mid-pack or backpack to work themselves through it. It's been chaotic so far.
Hey, my safety team on the spot, start the boys. Well, let's see if we can decipher what happened to Ty Dillon here.
Yeah, contact. Yeah, just not sure who that was. They're on my brother, yeah. Well, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle with the 3 teams today. Cars just been a handful. I'm sure he got down in the corner and just couldn't keep it on the bottom.
Let's another look at it. Look to the top of your screen.
It looks like Fuecoco's been fermenting.
Yeah, he just gets loose off of the racetrack, gets loose, gets up there and unfortunately gets his brother. I've been there. It's a terrible feeling. What was you been there specifically wrecking your brother? Hold on. Yeah. What was that conversation like? Well, I got a terrible story. Mom and Dad didn't think it was so cool. I can tell you that. He slid that right in. Like, you weren't going to catch it. Let's listen to
New Mirror gently release constipation in
All 3 of us, I'm so sorry.
Let's get Warburton on the line, Steve. Let's just see what the other side of the story is.
I really don't think that we need to hear this side.
Well, you heard the sincerity in Austin's voice there. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, we got hands full. We know that from the start of the race.
Yeah, we joked about it, but obviously he felt terrible about it, and Tyler knows that. Tyler will understand it. He'll watch the replay, and he'll see it with his own eyes.
It's going to be a required decision, although a tough decision for the front car. They're going to come in, push on the right side of fuel, but I expected a lot of cars stay out, as you said, Jeff. It's just everyone at some point today is going to seem to cycle their way to the back. Well, that's big for Hendrick Motorsports, though, especially for Kyle Larson. He's led 52 lifetime points. Hendrick has led here combined 3 previous visits to this racetrack. So super productive for the 5 as we work our way through the stop. Dylan Welch kicks us off. And good news for Christopher Bell. Wherever he restarts him, that's going to say he headed to the front. Right side, he said he could be clear in 3 and 4, but about perfect in 1 and 2, Cam.
Slightly tight is going to come in for Tyler Reddick. He said he's still happening. Numbers looking at slight air pressure. Just for the fresh good air tires. No, the field chase out. He said it's turning good. And around one for you.
Important in the strategy road here in St. Louis. Kyle Larson's in the car, just so good. Just a little bit pointy on the intermission. That's really his only one there long, going with 4 fresh Goodyear tires here. 62 to go in the stage. All these cars have been here clearly. They will make it to the end of the stage.
Titus Reddick took off with a fuel can still attached. Watch this.
Almost got it.
He does a nice job of not letting the fuel can slide out, so no penalty for the 45. It's a dangerous situation. Great job by that field member to try to play defense. You're watching the NASCAR Series playoffs. Over the corral.
Hey, it's Ryan House here from Info. Now, I'm looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless $15 a month. So I thought it'd be fun if you made these $15 bills. You know, it's great. It saves you money. Maybe my face is on it. It's back in my head as well. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial here. Now I have a lot of counterfeit.
I got the cheeseburger.
There's a reason you do all this shit. Launching and battling over the bottle of champagne. You harness this and put it in that so you can feel like this. Now you're you in?
You've done so much, Pops.
Any wisdom you can share with us?
There is no limit to unlimited wings. Yeah. Well, by definition, unlimited. That's the definition of unlimited.
Trust the AAA certified service experts today. No one knows your vehicle better than our factory-trained technicians.
We're right around the corner and ready to lay the hand.
See your Central Valley Chevy dealer.
The best selection of new Chevy cars, trucks, SUVs, unmatched savings. The best rates available since Chase Chevrolet opened our doors in Southampton in 1944. You've bought into our way of doing business and made us your #1 Silverado dealer. Now, our way works even harder for you, giving you more for your trade, helping you find payments that fit your budget. Hassle-free buying experience with personalized service every step of the way.
No, it's fine.
Chase Chevrolet. Buy into it.
Chevy Silverado has the hardest looking bed in the business.
Delivering more cargo volume than any competitor.
And an available multi-flex tailgate with 6 different functions.
See your Central Valley Chevy dealer.
Well, couldn't get any better next weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway with 4 different series racing: the Up and the Nard Series, NASCAR Cross the Truck Series, Xfinity Series, and of course, the Cup Series racing on Saturday night. So there's the layout. We're going to be busy.
That's just right here. Just like pit road. We have Wade Bonner on the outside. Gibbs has to miss the 77 contact with the left front fender, Wade Bonner. You can see a little bit of damage, Steve. It doesn't look too bad, though.
Yeah, it looks to me like just stuck body work. Tire looks good. No damage at the bottom where that white little corner of the splitter is. I was reading the 24 radio. He doesn't even mention it. Oh, right. The decal tore on the fender. That's what the spotter said. So they're like our camera angle, but
It's a really nice job by all three cars, kind of just getting on the break. 77 did all he could, the 54, the 24. Those narrow pit road on the circuit is very tight.
Good spread there of
They're gonna put
various
a,
widths on the tracks.
yes. What?
It is, if you put a position graph up of all these different cars, it is going to look like sound speed because it's forward, back, forward, 2 tires, 4 tires, it's total chaos. And I'll be honest, depending on when the yellows come out, it's not obvious who's in the best position, right? Like, if this one's simple to the end, Wallace and Ryan, they look great, both, right? If there's another cycle, then Larson and those guys are going to cycle. So, kind of just pick the road map and you hope a little bit, strategy comes your way. As far as
there's playoff drivers behind you that want your spot. Yeah, they want your
So, Jim, I want to come back to you at the top of the show. You said the pressure was on 2 drivers in particular, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott.
They want your sponsor because they're so loyal. No, they don't want that. Or they want a sponsor as loyal as ally.
That was part of my concern. I didn't see a ton of speed from
No, who's on the car every single week.
The highest
don't want that because
money
of that
is 18 from the guys who just did it. That's Christopher Bell.
Hey, next week we're running a great car.
The 48, the Allied Chevy.
It's going to be great. It's like your elimination.
This has been ever changing, ever cycling. It's
Right.
been one of those
Hey,
days
we
you're in
still
St.
have the
Louis.
chance. Okay.
Here we go.
We run all right at Bristol.
In stage 2, double on the squeeze for
Usually. Here we go. Green flash.
John did 2 here.
Look at the mess. Big pack.
Oh my God.
Larson, that 5 car right in the middle, 3 wide.
Elliott up against the fence as well as Fellow stretches his legs down this back straight. Then Logano on the inside is Alex Bowman of Denny Hamlin.
Oh my God, we passed
is in there
Denny.
as well. And John Hunter Nemechek in that
Don't
white
pass
and
that
green
on my
Hyundai
screen.
Camry.
Oh my God, we actually passed them. Oh my God.
On that rest of the activity, check out William Byron.
Oh, look.
He's just on pit road. Look how late he makes it 3 wide. Contact area corner all the way down on the third. It's front down there.
I don't know if that's the position or not, but probably soon though.
The hamster's back. Back again. No.
Well, that's the kind of move that.
Let's hold on.
No. Oh, here comes Ryan Blaney. No.
And Bowman,
Ryan Blaney.
side by side.
No.
I like what Alex Bowman told Kim Coon in the countdown group. He said that's the best thing about the Cup Series here. We had a rough week last week, but you get another chance to re-rack and go again the following week.
Yeah, I have a short memory of this sport.
Yeah,
You let that weekend drag down, you're going to have a long career.
Stop going so high, John. Come on.
But that's how you get the run.
Yeah, but eventually that's going to stop working.
And that was Chevy looking at a way through.
Look at Ray, still 3 wide top. He'll get to the outside of the 9.
Better give.
Riley Herbst, Noah Gregson,
Let's go.
Elliott's caught up in this match. His teammate is right there. William Byron.
Put the money in the bank. All right. Put the money in the bank.
Maybe not. We'll see.
What money? Oh God, 3 wide.
It's 3 wide. Guys are aggressive today.
If I probably saw that.
Yeah, they did get the ball a little bit. Pick the 9 was.
Hey, Paul, Serbia are showing a balance of $0.00 for both of your accounts.
Now it's over to the top of the screen now.
Next.
From the lady. 48, good. Nice job of trying to manufacture some success in this game. They qualified for it, but they have cycled their way into the top 5. 53 laps to go, though. Long race to figure it out.
Well, I think we've been on well shot 2 or 3 times so far in this race. Christopher Bell has made his way back. So let's hear it again. Christopher Bell has made his way up in position since the restart. JGO Toyota is flying today. And he's up tonight. Every time he goes last year, the front straightaway, it seems like he's 2 or 3 cars further ahead than he was. And that's why Alex Stevens came on the radio here on this restart. And he said, hey, remember exactly when you did the last restart? They drove it for 27 to about 20 and maybe 1 or 2 laps the last time. And he is on pace to do it again. The good news is, as hard as everybody thought it was going to be to pass, the 20 cars found a way. They were really strong. Two tires. Last year, I saw him put 2 tires over. He was the only one on pit road on that stop that did put 2 on. And I was thinking, well, maybe people were regret that. The small one, because possibly everybody else was didn't gain anything by doing 2, but it certainly doesn't seem to be hurtful. Sometimes, depending on your car balance, you can actually make it a little better. You're struggling, especially with rear grip. I always found 2 tires get a little bit tighter. Warm, aired up outside tires can snug up your car. Bell's the lead one on that strategy for those who stopped on lap 78. He's in a C. The drivers who pitted on lap 62, like the race leader Bubba Wallace, as we check in. Keep going, Kim.
Ross Chastain, also one of the drivers that stopped on lap 62, took tires, and we heard Steve just talk about how taking 2 tires can make you tight. Well, that's exactly what Ross Chastain is feeling. The car is a tight center. In fact, the tightest he's been all day. He is running in the top 8 right now, hoping to hold that spot. The goal for the team to get stage points in both stages, as well as a top 10 finish. They currently stay close to take one right now. I'm trying to see what the stage
Long way to go, but Chastain can just maintain, keep doing what he's doing. He came in 8th in the playoff point structure. He's currently running 7th. A long way to go. 149 laps left in this Enjoy Illinois 300. There's 49 to go in this second stage. 23:11 as Bubba Wallace leads the way.
Okay.
That's the reason they don't call them pay bikes, am I right? Because of dirt bike
Gas stations.
you gotta start at the top and work your way down. You want me to do yours next? Oh, you're from Oklahoma.
They have to build a silence.
The bathroom code's 9914.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your own auto when you bundle with us.
Look at this hot rodder.
Ash's Liberty Sale is ending soon. It's your last chance to find top buys for every room starting at just $199. Plus, for a limited time, you can get up to $1,000 store-wide or with no interest until 2030 when you buy in store. And Monday, only at Ashley. Subway's foot longs are packed with protein, like the Ultimate BNT or the All-Pro Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki with 58 grams of protein. And now, Subway MVP Rewards members can buy any footlong in the app and get 40% off. Do it now in the Subway app.
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLife.com.
Safe like we pay or safe like we place. Where's my team out there?
If our network goes down, lives are at stake.
Our comms have to work.
For the mission won't.
That's why we partner with Verizon Frontline, the network that truly prioritizes first responders.
So we don't worry about getting through. They're the most reliable 5G network in America. Out here, reliability is everything.
Extreme or routine, Verizon Frontline delivers.
The #1 network choice in public safety. Learn more. Your mission is our purpose.
Meet the IHOP House Steaks Value Menu. Everything's just $6. Like the breakfast faves combo, $6. French toast breakfast, $6. $6 for all this and all that. That's a lot of breakfast for $6. Weekdays at IHOP. This is speed. This is advantage. And this is losing. This is smoking fire. This is high stakes and wild cards. This is family and tradition. This is everything on the line. This is great. This is NASCAR in Las Vegas. The South Coast 100 and NASCAR playoff race, October 10th and 12th. Get your tickets now lbms.com.
On DraftKings Sportsbook, new customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the app now and use the promo code SPEED when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. Steve, what do you make of those numbers?
Well, odds have changed. I will give my man DJ Dale Jarrett down in the pit box last week. He gave you first and second in the race at Darlington. He thought it was Blaney today. He's having a good day. I thought it was Byron. Both have lost a little bit of odds, meaning that they don't get quite falsely for money because they proved they were as good as we thought. Larson, though, plus 140. So,
what about Logano? Plus 1,800.
Well,
Currently runs second.
Yeah, running good. Proving that I think he doesn't have the raw speed of others, but cycled into the lead, he would probably be a very hard to pass. Good enough on a good strategy to make it work.
His view with thanks to Hunt Brothers Pizza. Good crowd here today as well.
I would never count this team out. We've seen it over and over where you think they don't have speed, they're lacking somewhere, they just find a way to deliver. But it's been a strange year for them in my eyes, and the playoffs also. I know we're only
What's the flavor of your soda?
just don't
Coke.
seem to have the strength.
Not cherry Coke?
I couldn't taste the cherry, okay?
So much experience of just creating opportunity, right? He gets 43 wins as a crew chief and 520 starts, 3 championships.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's been having comers and goers.
But he has a lot of success on top of the pit box as well. The combination has been really.
We already had 5 cautions already.
On the first stage?
Yeah, the first one was for Kyle Busch just losing out on the back stretch. And then Chase Elliott got into Josh Berry and he's out of the race. And then Chase Briscoe locked it into turn 1 and he sent Suarez up into the wall and out of the race. And then the last caution was for Ty Dillon spinning in turn 2.
Okay, but much better when they're from the field like they are now. I will say, Joey Logano is the type of driver. If I'm racing against him, I want to eliminate him. I don't want him to hang around because it seems like that race in Las Vegas last year was
Yes, I'm just.
That's 2 birds.
Yeah, my stomach's been like weird, acting weird lately. It has been acting weird. You don't know out there because you're not.
If you get him down, you need to eliminate him. They're knocked down right now. But had a little bit slow start from last week. Billy's a rare mix. On the field, he is an absolute beast. He is selfish, self-centered, going to do what he his team. Off the field, he'll do anything to help anybody. It's very hard to do both of those things. But Joey Logano,
Because of the strategies, Kyle Larson was up there and dropped back a bit.
They start driving Joey and when to be a good human being.
It's kind of back to your point, Steve, about that Las Vegas example. Quite often heard his competitors, his peers say, that's Logano doing Logano thing.
Yeah. Well, behind him, Denny Hamlin is kind of doing Denny Hamlin things, and he is finding a new level of performance when it matters, right? He sat on both poles last
Actually,
week.
Larson's actually recovered up to 7. And also, Legacy Motorsports is just making a random appearance. And John Nemechek is up there.
He's just trying to kind of keep that momentum going. You see on the left side, NASCAR inside defense ranks. Joey Logano, Ross Chastain, no surprise, they're 1 and 2. Denny Hamlin there at 7. He's realizing right now Joey Logano's got to 1 and defense. He tries to run him down to make a pass. And this is kind of a foot-by-foot type of thing, right, Jeff? You just got to continue to run the lane and run it. That's what drivers like about this racetrack is the ability to run in different lanes. Gives you an opportunity to just get a little bit of clean air. Don't have to run right behind the guy in front of you. See Christopher Bell, he was running really high on corner entry. It's wild to watch the drivers around here make the same lap time doing it 3 different ways.
And since that last restart, Christopher Bell has made up 15 positions. It's also been an incredibly productive day for the driver at the 5, Kyle Larson. Let's talk more about him.
Yeah, lead now 35 laps to go here in stage 2. In essence, there are 2 strategies working here. Those who did at lap 62 and those like Kyle Larson who did at lap 78.
And Kyle Larson asked Cliff Daniels, did that last cost him health or hurt us? Here was Daniels' answer.
For us to get under green and take 4 cars of fuel, full load of fuel, we would not have been able to stay on the lead lap ahead of the guys that did it. Kind of pretty much stressed it at that point. If it had gone green, I think we're going to be set up well for a potential 3 separation. But the yellows split that.
The crew chiefs always have to adjust on the fly, but here's the maybe side benefit that I think crew chiefs and people on pit road are starting to notice. You mentioned it a moment ago, Lee. Christopher Bell coming through the field, 19th to 4th since this restart, and Larson 20th to 7th since this restart on those fresh figure tires. So the tires may be a little more important than you thought they might be coming into the day, Steve.
I definitely think new tires usually play offense. This is a track before where we see new tires running up going anywhere. That's not been the case today. So I do think the crew chiefs are going to have to adjust a little bit in that final stage and decide, you know, how far back is it worth it to have new tires. The other thing I like is when we get to the end of the stage, it does run green. Certain cars are going to need more fuel than others. So I think the field's kind of jumbled up again. This is almost the longest flight run.
What? Yes.
The longest is 27 laps. We've done 25 already. This is a great scrap for second. Logano, Hamlin, and Christopher Bell.
Where's the mop at?
The ever
It's in
charging
the
forward.
garage.
Christopher Bell, meanwhile, added front to the tune of almost 3
Where's the
seconds.
garage?
Bubba Wallace still
I think I
leads.
put it outside to dry.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds.
Oh, what's this? A fan is run out onto the field and he's not wearing pants. You both speed things? And the control room sensitive.
Only paid for 2.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Oh, close one. Now that my kids are out of the house, I'm starting to notice my house. A little update goes a long way. Oh, this is Mama's house now. My husband lives there too, so. This is Mama and Gary's house.
From brake pads in Orange County, Florida, to oil filters in Orange County, California, big or small, national or local. At Napa, we are the pros that know how to keep your business moving at full speed.
It's me. Wednesday Adams. Playing out of misfortune is now Wendy's. It's pure torture. It's uniquely excruciating dips and drip. Enjoy the anguish.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Compression. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Sarah Benzino. Brandon Coley. Jablonski Auto Body, LLC. What'd you call her?
You need to watch the other one, LLC.
They actually sold the twins name here.
Yeah, like stadiums did. Kids are so expensive these days.
Oasis Breeze 10 and Spa.
Computer 10? I'm your man.
Do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Or stretch. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
NASCAR Cup Series playoffs presented by Golden Corral here on USA. And this fight for second just intensifies. Denny Hamlin has just lost his spot to teammate Christopher Bell. He took endless shots at Joey Logano unsuccessfully. So now it's the 20's turn. Well, the 22 is not leaving the third lane. If you're going to pass Joey Logano, he's going to make you do it around the inside of the racetrack. Danny kind of got caught between offense and defense. He lost a little momentum. So now we'll see if the little bit pressure 2 tires on the 20 allows him to make a pass that the 11 couldn't do. Right there, you see the 22 just opens the wheel and exits on the top.
Yeah, it looks like Billy's car isn't as good as the other ones are, only in the middle. But he's able to do it well enough to carry good exit speed.
Drives in low and just let the thing slide up.
Jeff, we had that graphic with thanks to Racing Insights earlier about who are the best defenders. Right, Joey Logano was right up there. How does he do that?
Well, number one, it takes commitment. It takes a little bit of hard-headedness, right? You can't worry, hey, I don't make these guys mad. You know, like, you just can't be like that in today's world. You have to fight for every single position. And he's committed to it. He appreciates it, and he doesn't make mistakes. He's not going to overdrive the corner. He's not going to go to the throttle too soon. He's going to make you try to push the issue and make something happen, and you're probably going to make the mistake. It's not going to come from him.
So this is the way that it stands. Bubba Wallace is inching towards a 4-second advantage over this 3-car battle. And then Ryan Blaney is coming by inside. Carl Larson got by teammate Alex Bowman, then John Hunter Vincenz, Ross Chastain, and Austin Cindric. Let's get an update on the race leader. Here's Marty Snyder.
Yeah, meanwhile, Bubba Wallace checked out by almost 4 seconds in the lead. It's been a long time since I've heard a radio this quiet. No complaints from the driver, no complaints from the team either. But Charles tonight just told me a moment ago, listen, remember we pitted at lap 62. We're definitely going to have to wait on fuel. Those who pitted at lap 78, they probably can get enough fuel in the car in 110 that's going to be a big advantage for them. So we're not going to be able to hold on to this track position after this stop. Very likely going.
And Marty breaking up the old playoff driver top 10. John Hunter Vincenz and the Legacy Motor Club number 42. Never came off a career best finish in Darlington last week, finished 4th. So back-to-back weeks, they're strong. Spoke with Travis Macro and the crew chief. He said, we're at a point in the year where everything we've learned is starting to build on each other and stack on each other. And that goes, that's the same for the short track package, which has been a constant work in progress. So these guys having another strong day today, proving it wasn't a fluke last week. They pitted on lap 62 along with the race leader. So expect them in here at the end of stage 2.
Travis back in the rod here this week. Remember, he was kind of an off strategy car last week. He called me out. He said, you lost faith in me. And I was running that strategy. And then he said, to be honest, when nobody was running the strategy with me, I was questioning my own call. He was absolutely right. He did an amazing job on top of the pit box for the 42. I like what Travis brings to that organization. That'll continue here. Joey Logano, you said it, Jeff. You know, he's just comfortable running where he's running. He's going to force the 20 to get creative. Now, what I will say is Mel, that dirt racer, he has shown some different looks to the 22. He's entered low. This is the new one. Hammering really, really high and then crossing abruptly below the 22. And I think that's actually working a little better.
I think this plays into what we saw yesterday at practice also, Steve. We saw this 22 car. Didn't really have a lot of pace, but late in a run, his time looked pretty good. So this is what this is. This is really old tires. Only 20 laps left at this stage.
Come on, Bill.
The strength of this 22.
And Bell is faster than Wallace right here. So he really wants to get by because with 20 to go, I'm not saying running the 23 is not out of the question. I don't know if he can get by him. Back at 20 is definitely out of the track.
On the screen flat run today, we're in at 38 laps long. Thus far, inside the 20 cap, there's Adam Stevens with the flat cap on. Crew chief for Christopher Bell.
Out the rear bumper. Think about this 22. Think of the dirty air like a hose being sprayed, right? That 22 is spraying a pretty clean stream of dirty air behind him. That is why the 22 enters and forces the 20 to cross the wake of the 22, either on corner exit or corner entry. So right here, Logano moves up, and he takes that stream of dirty air and just steers it up the racetrack at the 20. Right? When we talk about defense, Logano knows how to use both the camera, which is a high-depth view out the back, and that dirty air to basically shoot the dirty air at the 20. Doesn't allow the 20 to run out in the open by itself.
Tell us more about the 22, Dylan. I think to Steve's point, that here's another angle that Joey's pretty tight right now with the battle. I said that there is not enough turn in the car this run, so part of what you can do inside the car is move up the racetrack, use the banking to help you turn a little bit. But as you said, that makes it hard for Bell, who has driven for everybody pretty easily here until he gets to the 22. So we'll see what he can do as he tries to hold on to these final couple laps. But Joey's moving higher because the car's getting snugger on him.
We did see Bell pass a ton of cars, but he did that early in the run, right? So maybe what we're seeing is a little bit of He's really good on short run speed, but struggles a little bit on the long run. That's why I can't make this match.
And in the background, Hamlin's got company with the likes of Blaney and Larson. They're right there. There they are, right-hand side of your screen. So that's going to intensify for Denny over these closing 16 laps coming up.
Yeah.
Look at this tire. Look at that. That's a Venezuelan sun tiger.
All of it? All of
I mean,
it?
how can you call yourself a sports fan without Xfinity? You got multi-dealer.
That's college and bookings all in one
I'm
place.
not going anywhere. You try pancakes and guac. You're about to.
Don't leave any space for it right now.
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. As a host,
Meanwhile, in Verbo, get the vacation you expect. And never ever wonder how NASCAR Tri-Cities playoffs work? How NASCAR happens. It is first among the championship four and original donuts and victory lane. That works. Yeah.
How about some sloppy problems?
They're all about $5.
It's your last chance to find top price for every room starting at just $1.99. Plus all the times you get up to $1,000 worldwide. We'll pay no interest until 2030. Buy in store. And Monday, only at Ashley. Hot the summer is even bigger than ever. Now you can save up to 30% on your
Drive us crazy.
Whether you're relocating to your new home or renovating your current one, don't miss this bigger than ever offer. Save up to 30% today. Go to pods.com.
How many drops?
You can tell time by measuring the sun's distance from the horizon. Looks like happy hour.
He's recording. Flying stop.
You even drop this case.
Good guy.
That's the case for him step.
You do not surrender.
Baby step.
Dying Ray Black was murdered. They knew about it.
See, even when he had Parkinson's, Ozzy could also do this, shoot air rifles.
The Rainmaker, Fridays at 10 on USA. Stream from the beginning on TikTok.
These are the 3 most dangerous spiders. But first, like and subscribe to avoid getting bit.
Number 3 stage, the second stage has been more rhythmic with Red Flag running here. And you look, at this fight for second between Joe Logano and the Hunt Brothers keeps support for Team Pesky. Joe Gibbs Racing, Christopher Bell, and Walt Cameron, the view back. What's been going on lap after lap after lap. And Bell has thrown everything at Logano that he can, unable to get by the 22.
You can see the cars kind of stacking up behind Bell off in the distance, right? That's Hamlin, Blaney, Larson, Bowman. And at the back of the top 10, Chastain and Cindric. So only one non-playoff car inside the top 10. So right here, Bell to the bottom of the racetrack. Shorter way around, but on the corner exit, watch this. Logano just drives away from him because he just carries full momentum. Larson underneath Blaney. Larson with 4 tires, the Bell's 2 on that pit stop. And look at Blaney just power around the outside. Roll up the 5 sliders. This fight continues. If I might have a chance to overdrive the entry here, just slide up in front of the 12. Let's see what he does. See if he overcooks the entry. Oh, he can't do it. The 12 drives right in on his door and up the hill. What a great view of this battle. Such a oh, man. Slight contact and up to uncivil Ryan.
9 to go, stage 2.
Keeps going. There's quite a gap behind these guys as well. Let's go back to Alex Bowman, who's really trying to resurrect things in his playoff chances. And then John Hunter Nemechek, as these two continue to go out with 8 laps to go in stage 2.
Lots of tomato lettuce.
Right here, the 5, able to roll the bottom. Makes up ground in the middle, but watch this 12 car. Just in the gas, able You carry more speed because you can actually go to the throttle sooner running that top lane. Carson now is going to try the middle.
We've mentioned several times throughout today's show about the test earlier in the year here at Worldwide Technology Raceway by the fight with Kyle Larson. Kyle said in the lead up to today's race, if I can have a good St. Louis, I look down the road to say I can have a good Phoenix, and he has a good run off the final turn to try and get the edge on Ryan Blaney, and Blaney comes back here again.
Something happened to Blaney on exit. I saw fire out of the pipes, which forced him to kind of burn the throttle. I don't know if he was tight right there. I thought that was going to be enough, but it wasn't. And that just adds to the aggravation for Kyle Larson. We thought he had finally got where he needed to be.
These two guys have been at it for quite a few laps. That's AJ Allmendinger and Shane Van Gisbergen.
Oh, Blaney got spun by Larson.
So the driver who won here, almost won here, I should say, a year ago.
We saw how aggressive that battle was.
Wow.
Well,
Larson way back to the bottom of the racetrack, slides up, and just
Larson.
Blaney. Bang! Blaney's going to be hot about that.
What?
I just don't know how Kyle Larson's going to be able to explain that to Blaney. I mean, chases it up the bank right into him. Oh, boy.
Yes, oh boy.
But I didn't see where Blaney had done anything wrong in that battle. I mean, he was racing him hard, but that's what you're supposed to do.
When I put it in your
Toward the end of the stage, everybody racing points.
Yes.
Put it in back. Several laps ago, there was front to rear contact coming off that floor. But Larson upset Blaney as well.
You know, I mean, the tedious task of passing is going to be an emotional thing, but the five, but to your point, Jeff, I would love to hear some sort of explanation because I cannot come up with one other than he just went in there and got the 12. Let's listen to
also former NASCAR team owner Bill Davis passed away.
Okay, yeah.
He used to own Bill Davis Racing.
Just tell me where I need to line up.
They won the Daytona 500 with Ward Burton in 2002. They also gave Scott Wimmer a break in the Cup Series a long time ago.
Blaney is hot.
You heard Blaney say, tell me where to line up.
Everybody out there figured it was supposed to be. They never told me. I did not try to tell them. They called me.
Thank you, Dylan. Christopher Bell comes right to the screen, really happy with this race car. As you expect, he got a little bit free, but think it's pretty good. He'll change 4 tires in that fuel. Joey Logano, as we reported, didn't feel like he had enough turn on that run, and also lost rear security. His service already completed, Marty.
Bubba Wallace led 58 laps in stage 2. Very impressive run for him. So the car was very good, maybe just a little bit too tight towards the end of the run. Didn't Hamlin all the way to the very end of the start? You see a big adjustment for Hamlin, who said the car was just too tight. Now all these teams are putting at 62, waiting a little bit on fuel. But how about that? The 23 still gets those 4 tires. We'll see if they got enough fuel, though. He wins the race off pit road.
Really good effort by 23-11 as we take you back and show you this. This will be much talked about. Larson Blaney. Pictures tell the story.
When my doctor gave me Breasttreat for my COPD, I noticed things changed. Breasttreat is better.
Also, Bill Murray gave the command to start engines.
Breasttreat won't replace a wrestling inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breasttreat more than prescribed. Breasttreat may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breasttreat.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right. Buy one hand smash Angus Beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of burger deals. Buy one, get one free in the Sonic app.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest. The cold lager, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
This is my WWE every single week.
Monday Night SmackDown, live Wednesday, only on USA.
I know, man, there's one grab that you trust one guy with his fish trap, that is Jim. Here it goes, Jim. Jim knows what safe driving takes. Tire suspension maintenance and brakes. He's Jim.
Right now, you can get up to $120 in savings on select Michelin tires with installation purchase. Plus, Steamer electrics get paid in full within 12 or 6 months. Pinko Tires, the team you trust.
Well, what was a fairly subdued second stage, it just really came to life as the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs presented by Coleman Corral continue here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Welcome back, Lee Dickens, Steve Latar, Jeff Burton. There's a big chat down there and a review session at the 48 because of this. Bad pissed off last week, great recovery this week. Up inside the top 10, running 7. Jack drop, left with a 9 on. Bowman tries to lead. They have to drop, jack it back up. So another hit-run issue for a playoff driver, this time the 48 for the second week in a row. And a race that they were putting together so impressively after 4 qualifying, doing everything right to give themselves a chance evaporates. You see the dejection on their faces, the body language. That falls under one of those calls. And that's a pit stop. Stuff happens fast, but those are the mistakes that you just can't have 2 weeks in a row. That's just a disaster. In positioning is stage points. We're getting ready to see a one-lap shootout. Look at the 3-car, Austin Dillon, the 6 of Keselowski. Both stayed out.
Right back to green.
Collect something after a frustrating day so far for Austin Dillon, Brad Keselowski, and that consumer cellular Ford, and Bubba Wallace. It has been quite the day for the McDonald's racer. That's for sure. One lap to go.
Right, one-lap shootout.
It's a one-lap showdown. Let's go. Keselowski, brilliant start. Brilliant restart. Here we go. Who's going to do the best points gathering? Wallace to the inside. They open up the door, and through goes Bubba. Here comes Joey Logano.
Well, Bubba Wallace wasting no time taking the lead.
John Hunter Nemechek's going to make it forward. No, he doesn't. He backs out of it.
Yeah, just back out of it. Don't do anything.
Doing a nice job not letting anyone get to his outside. He's going to score points because of it. Jimmy Hamlin swings around the outside.
Come to the end. Stage 2 winner, Bubba Wallace.
Stage 2. What a good drive. Good call by Austin Dillon and that team. Finished 6th of that stage on really old tires. 4th stage win of the year for Bubba Wallace. And it has been a great day. He's led the most laps.
So Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, Austin Dillon, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, John Nemechek, and Ross Chastain are your top 10.
Severe psoriasis or active psoriatic arthritis, symptoms can sometimes hold back. But now there's Skyrizi, so you can be all in with clear skin.
Oh my God. So big. Oh my God. Well, sure, first tire. First of all, we did
And if you have psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi can help you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses. Don't use allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight that may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor that any flu-like symptoms and vaccines. Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clear skin and better movement. And that means everything.
Please,
Now's the time.
Wallace,
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. And how Abby can help you save.
Right,
Ashley's Labor Day sale is ending soon. It's your last chance to save up to
Just because Roxy got second.
Plus, you can choose now and pay later with no interest until 2030 when you buy in store. Ends Monday, only at Ashley's.
How about the ultimate trio? Choose 3 apps, 3 sauces. Over 80,000 combinations for only $14.99. Now that's an excellent option. Applebee's new ultimate trio.
Kristen from the Deep Furnish feature on Homes.com now to put 3D tours. It's the true digital model of the listing. Deep Furnish, furnish. Deep Furnish, furnish. Deep Furnish, furnish. I can't wait till we sell this house.
Homes.com, the place to find a place.
Keep the girls out. What do you do? This girl, that's not what this is about. That's the ball. We'll be late in the show. We had an eyewitness who saw a nurse putting something in Johnny Ray Black's ivory bag.
Council's fishing. He's simply looking for anything that can help us with case. You keep telling me that you want to go do this here, but all this truth is how disciplined you are.
Is there something constructive you want to say?
Yeah, say that bitch right
And outfitting a solid offensive line behind him.
NASCAR on USA is brought to you by Bank of America. What you like exactly what to do. Golden Corral, limited wings, and new bottle wings. Only Golden Corral.
When are they going
Good
to buy?
crowd, and huge congrats to everybody involved in putting this race weekend on. Because starting was on the track, off the track as well. The Confluence Music Festival goes on. John Party, Ella Langley, country stars. They're playing after the race is over today. It's just been a fun day. The midway here has been packed ever since this morning. So wonderful to see so many NASCAR fans from the Midwest out enjoying worldwide technology raceway. Let's go to pit lane. Even the Raptors last year not in the playoffs, still points positions to be raced for. He scored the 6th most points today. His feedback just created off on the corner of both ends and tight in the middle of both ends. A little bit of work to do for the 6th. Alex Bowman is back in as well. Didn't see exactly what they did there, but obviously they are buried underneath the field. They just be trying to do a top one and do something different.
You see Chase Briscoe there on the bottom of your screen. He did come down during that 5:36 caution. They had trouble on the left rear during that caution. Then he took those couple laps of green. They felt like they had a skill. They were knocked down. So it's just been a lot of trouble there for the team all day long. Coming in earlier on that left rear as well.
They had such a great weekend on pit road last weekend en route to winning the Southern 500. But when you win, that's why you get away with things like that. You've got that cushion.
Sorry, man. Not my turn.
Pond's last sale of the summer is even bigger
How about the ultimate trio? Choose 3 apps, 3 sauces. Over 80,000 combinations for only $14.99. Now that's an excellent option. Applebee's new ultimate trio.
Pick up, please.
All right, kids, let's go.
Oh, hey, guys.
Sorry. Hi. For a little more precise measurements, check out to put 3D tour on Homes.com. It's the true digital model on the
Yeah. How about this? We're not doing this so far.
Homes.com, the place to find a place.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks. Like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. With the off-road ready trail boss family, dependability on state. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
With McValue at McDonald's, you'll get more than you expect for breakfast. Like buy a sausage burrito and add a sausage with nothing for $1. because a late night double shift results in early morning review and more than you expected. With
After the 26-week grind, the 16-gallon heroes, hopefuls, hot shots, hot pads, with demeanor made fair, where determination does not. Fortune brought them to this moment. Now it's up to them. The NASCAR playoffs continue in Bristol, live on USA.
The one, the only, Bill Murray. Did you ever think we'd see him do the commander of the NASCAR Cup Series playoff race? Well, he gave out Jeff Burton the last challenging good you get seen done, right? It was great. I enjoyed it. I think he is a funny man. And I think it's appropriate we go to the golf crazy Dale Jarrett, our Hall of Famer, on the Peacock Pit Box with Marty Snyder. Let's take it away after that, wherever you want to take it, DJ.
I think the best part, Lee, is that Bill Murray's still here at the track, enjoying the racing, and he watched an unbelievable run by Bubba Wallace to win that same day. Isn't it the same Bubba Wallace who told us about a week and a half ago, the track I'm worried about in the playoffs is
Oh,
St.
yeah,
Louis? I
Bill
mean,
Murray
what
is,
answer for that 23 team day? Yeah, just
Bill
incredible.
Murray Michael Jordan was Space Jam.
Oh yeah.
For him and the team, because he won that race.
He's one of those appearances where he just shows up out of nowhere. If he,
And real quick, DJ, you said it, countdown to green, the driver you are most worried about is Joey Logano, and here he is in second. Can he pull it off, get the win, and advance to round of 12? If nobody else you put in this position for, if you're all over that team, then Joey Logano getting the job done. Let him actually done. Let's see what he can do. This is going to be a wild Thursday, I promise. Long way to go, Lee. 94 laps still here in St. Louis, but it's been a fun one to watch so far.
Joey Logano told us, Marty, before the playoffs even began, when he got that second chance last year after Bowman was disqualified after the Roval, he said, that taught me a lot. Well, you've always got a chance, and you've just got to keep going.
Yeah, that's the mantra of this team, and they're finding a way to do it. 94 to go in the race, one pit stop required. Let's see who can be on the right side of a very shuffled up race. Just a lot of movement through the field with strategies passing the tire selection.
No comment on the radio from the 5-team leader of Larson. In relation to the contact with Blaney. Don't forget that story as we get ready to fall stage 3. Bubba Wallace is going to lead the field.
all right, time for stage 2. Bubba Wallace has led the most laps now.
Roll the outside of Logano. And Hamlin's left fingertip and gone around his teammate Bell.
Contact in the front straightaway in the restart zone.
Spicy today. 3 wide into turn 3. Oh, Hosovar goes out wide. He gathers it up. Good catch. Really tucks in behind Byron. Good pushes in the mix.
Kyle Larson got around the 22.
3 wide. Yeah, Reddick in the middle. You know, in that Menard 4, that 12 of Ryan Blaney, he's incensed. He is not happy about being turned around by Kyle
Up
Larson.
there's debris.
Debris on the track entering turn 3.
Yeah, that's probably necessitate a yellow. We'll see where it depends. It might blow off or through Ryan McGrew from Fort I agree. Looks to be like a big piece of debris.
Cautions out, debris.
Looks like the piece of
Yeah.
signage. If I had to guess.
Yeah. I've been watching NASCAR for 13 years again. I still don't understand why people don't like Toyota. I'm like there's nothing wrong with a foreign company being introduced into NASCAR. But yet,
Brake marker perhaps? Billboard?
yeah, I find it funny that Toyota and Honda were both created in Japan. People cap on Toyota you got a problem with Toyota being a foreign company or something? Because I don't know what the 100%. I honestly don't know what the hate's for. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Those cable ties melted from the flames earlier. That could be. That's a great
Oh,
idea.
that's a legitimate debris caution. Well, let's make it quick so we can get back to.
Oh, see, the 3 was there earlier in the week and it had to be removed because it was becoming loose. Now the 1's gone. I hope you don't
That's
use
that
them,
thing.
because they're disappearing on you quickly.
You know, that is a point, Steve, is that if you're a driver, not every driver uses marks, but if you're a guy that uses visuals and you like your braking zones.
Oh yeah, Kyle Busch's win at this track
That could have a bearing on how you drive your race car.
2 years ago. That's Chevy's only win at Gateway. Yeah, Toyota hasn't won any of the Gateway races yet. And I'm just gonna say this now, Toyota. If y'all really think Toyota is going anywhere, that's not going to happen. Dodge may be coming back, but still.
With 3 medicines in 1 inhaler, Trilogy keeps airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Once daily Trilogy also improves lung function, so you can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trilogy won't replace the rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trilogy more than prescribed. Trilogy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor for some breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about once daily Trilogy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
Ashley's Labor Day sale is ending soon. It's your last chance to save up to $800 off select adjustable mattress sets. Plus, you can snooze now and pay later with no interest until 2030 when you buy in store any Monday, only at Ashley. Need the IHOP House Bakes Value Menu. Everything's just $6. With the breakfast foods combo, $6. French toast breakfast, $6. $6 for all this and all that. That's a lot of breakfast.
Kenny Wallace did a little something with Bill Murray earlier. And same with Rusty Wallace and Kyle Larson.
Before we went back on the caution, due to some debris on the racetrack, and there's just 89 laps to go in this Enjoy Illinois 300. Pits are open, and here we go. There's some takers. Yeah, back in the field, maybe making a fuel strategy play in the 48 at the moment. I like that they're continuing to try to find a way to get an advantage. It's 87 to go from right here, 88 to go from right here. We have C cars on 86 with some help of yellows, Dylan. This is exactly it, Steve. They'll change 4 tires here to make an air pressure adjustment. That was the plan. At least you see an audible there for 2 tires. But yeah, if they can get a few more yellows here and maybe sneak one out here, that'd be a big gain, considering what has gone down here in the last 30 minutes or so for the 48. Audible with 2 tires because they saw Priest and Brad and a couple cars go off their road. They might want to be the front of this strategy. So if you are in a fuel savings mode, you want to at least be the best car on the fuel situation. We keep talking about what Joe Logano does, manufacture finishes. The 48 continue to do all they can as well. And I have to hand it to Blake Harris and Alex Bowman. I know they haven't had the cars that they wanted at Darlington. They've had some pit road woes, but all the public comments have been positive, putting the right foot forward. You talked about what Bowman had to say this week. They are appreciating their opportunity to playoff, even though it hasn't gone to plan. They are continuing to keep swinging at it. You got to remember how emotional it had to be for this team to see the checkered flag at the Roval last year advancing, and them having an issue in post-race inspection with car weight, just something you would never expect to happen. That's what eliminated them. It wasn't an on-track thing. Now look, they were outside the rules, and I'm okay with all of that. But that is an emotional, that has an emotional kind of pain on a race team that didn't even happen on the racetrack. It happened in inspection. It's been tough, because when you drop the Hendrick Motorsports, you're expected to be in the playoffs, and he was the last one to make the playoffs this year. It was really nervous. It was like, remember, he was out of that Daytona race, and had to watch from the motorhome from the hauler, actually, to see if he was actually going to make it. So it's been tough slogging for the 48 crew, but still hanging in there, still swinging and doing what they can as we bring you the Xfinity fastest laps. Denny Hamlin has the quickest one so far today over Kyle Larson and race leader Bubba Wallace.
I think that's what makes this time of year, you mentioned it, so much fun. Is if you drive for Hendrick Motorsports, I can't say firsthand, I work at Hendrick, so I can say firsthand there, but I assume at Joe Gibbs Racing, I would assume the same thing at Team Penske. You know, those owners are giving their race teams everything they know how to give them to perform. So you as a person, you really feel like it's all on you, right? You have to lead the team or drive the car or change the tires or run the engineer, whatever your position is. You have all the parts and pieces. That's why the pressure of the playoffs is so real.
It's been an unreal day, Marty, for Bubba Wallace in the 23 McDonald's Toyota Camry. 72 laps Bubba's been out in front for today.
Yeah, the most he's led all year long. Let's chat with Charles tonight, his crew chief. What's impressed you most about your driver this afternoon, Charles?
It's just been steadfast the whole time, and we've managed to get ourselves up to the front. Bubba's doing great. McDonald's Toyota Camry's really good. Got a lot of racing left to go, though, and still a lot of puzzles, pieces to put together here to get to the end of this thing.
Real quick, you told me you didn't get a pull on the last stop, so what's the strategy plan from here?
Yeah, everybody, I think, is on schedule for the field that they wanted to play out, so we're fine for another stop to the race, but just got to execute everything just right.
They have the track position. Can they hang on to it? Bubba Wallace with such an impressive day here in St. Louis.
Also, the ZBRLC is early today, just to let you know.
It is amazing the explosion that goes on
Look at that.
the pace laps. And just a little bit ago, we saw
They actually showed it this time compared to Fox and all that.
reinstalled them. So now they're up. The drivers have the same visuals they had before. So nothing changes. I like that call. I like the fact that they came in there, figured out how to reinstall them. So that the drivers that were using them, they still have that tool.
I think you could pull off an explosion like that on Lake Norman.
All right, coming back to green.
All right, as Charles and I said, lots of racing still left with his driver leading this field to green. 85 laps to go.
Yo, whoa, Bubba Wallace doesn't get Jonathan Nemechek.
Wow.
Chase Elliott is in the mix too, but look at Hamlin. Hamlin's trying to roll the middle.
Oh, spin. You know, the SVG cautions that.
He's running 18 and has done a lot of good work to get back into the teams. Remember that suspected flat tire earlier, sending back some 16th positions. He says it feels like they have barely touched the left rear. So we're all the way from down there 30th up into the teens. And here he is. He's flanked by a couple of 23-11 cars.
Yeah, just gets loose. Back of the car and just comes around. I would say the 45. Tyler Reddick got pretty lucky right there. He could have easily been taken out. Right along. Gets loose. And I mean, the 24 was having an issue as well. Let's go back and look at the restart. How did Bubba Wallace lose the lead? He goes to accelerate. Gets hit from behind. And he just couldn't get going. Had the rear tire spin. And it was like a bumper jam, like 5 rows behind him. Check it out. Sounded funny. I don't know what I was listening to, but it didn't sound smooth.
We're getting a report that it was stuck in gear.
That would make sense. He stepped on the gas and goes to pull it into the next gear and it won't shift. Wow. All right, here, let's go on board and just listen to what happened. Hey, when the shift, you just couldn't get it out of gear. You don't hear that very often. Now they're coming down pit road. Marty. Yeah, can confirm Bubba Wallace said it was just stuck in gear and it wouldn't go. control tonight. Please apologize to the 5 team for me. So 83 laps to go here. This is on the very edge of the fuel window. Close enough. Everybody's going to come down the pit road with these leaders and make stops trying to get to the end of the race here. Kim?
Yeah, including Austin Cindric. He really said the car is good. Obviously, the track condition. It all sounds like it will be 2 tires. He is one of the best fuelers on pit road. Andrew Lackey will have to watch as he engages there and then it continues to fuel that thing and they take off right. Austin Cindric in his box right now.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace has had really no complaints about the car control tonight. Going with fuel only here for Bubba Wallace. Again, 82 to go. Meanwhile, Kyle Larson is going to go 2 tires. Cliff Daniels with that call here, and you see also SVT coming down pit road. 82 laps would be a stretch to make it to the end, but they're going to try and make it happen.
Think about Bowman, who pitted unstoppable. This cycles him forward. Good break to the forward game. Look at this.
Yeah.
With the bar for the lucky escape. Ready for the lucky escape. SVG, not so much.
When my doctor gave me Breasttree for my COPD, things changed for me. Breasttree gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Raceway won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Raceway when you're prescribed. Raceway may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsening breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breasttree.
Sound Smasher and get it up free. That's right, you got one hand smash, and speed Sound Smasher, and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of Burgers. Buy one, get one free at the Sound app.
Exceptional service are here
Here
to
we
keep
go.
your business moving in full speed.
Myself, members, like the spots of access you know, only because you want to. Well, run this along to the next show, so I hope you buy yourself a sports now.
Drummers Midwest here in NASCAR Country Club, presented by Bubba Brown. Kyle Larson is going back down pit road again. This is unscheduled. And Stevie Thomas Paul. So you see the back of the car right here, the diffuser flat. You see that is down. What happens is if a roof flap goes up, it pulls the pin and that flap drops. You see how it's kind of opened up. That top part stay on the ground. And the crew member's going to come over and he's going to push it up. And it should kind of reset into place. But watch this. He pushes and pushes. I don't know if the mechanism that locks that in place is broken. And if they're able to get it or not, then you guys do it some more.
What's that?
What do you hear, Marty?
Yes, Steve. So, first of all, let's get out of the way the advantages here. Look at this. It's a pile on something. You can probably make it here, and the other guys might be able to put the hit on the left side tire. But here's the thing, Steve. The roof flaps never deployed on the front car. As far as I can tell, Clark, you can tell me. So the roof flaps never deployed, but that rear diffuser did deploy. So I don't know if the team knows with that from here, but that is the case of what's happening with Kyle Larson. That's the reason for that.
It looked to me that right at the end, of all the end of this repair, this gentleman, he reaches over, he bends the bracket on the flat right here, he's going to bend it forward. For the next gentleman, he's going to bend this bracket forward right here. It's kind of like a door that won't get shut in the jam. So I wonder if that metal bracket, the vertical part, just didn't bend, releasing it down. So that's why it wouldn't reset. So maybe it didn't get untangled like a cable, but just the mechanism bent open. And it bent it back closed, and then slammed the door shut.
All right, here we go. Back to green. All right, come back to green. Alright, we go. Love.
That's important. The 48 opponent 1 kilogram capacity in the center of the same fuel strategy as the 48. You have to be the leader of your pack. If you're fortunate enough that the race falls your way, that you're on the right road trip, you want to be the front of the convoy. That's no matter what, you have to do it. 3 wide
Ty Gibbons with the third.
kids, the 20 and the 17. You're on the inside of his playoff front line. Jake Knight, Christopher Bell, who has put forward some pretty good moves and the biggest progress today. And Bell tries to return the favor. Can't quite do it right. Wade comes up into the mix. Oh, Bell up the racetrack, kind of ran the 12 of Brady out of the group. How much that's Brady right now? He's hot. That's what I heard earlier about, I'm sorry, by Larson. Wow, look at that 20 car roller middle. That's impressive. So hard to get a race car to be able to do that. Becomes the Omega final push. Nicely in the mix in the top 10. Chase Briscoe there, Noah Gregson, who's running in 11th.
At least Chase Elliott's up there still, which is good.
Today is one of those days where no matter what happens to you, it's kind of like, head up, you're going to have a chance because there's been so much fluctuation, so much change. Here's Elliott and Levercheck. John Hunter coming up with a really tough result. Last weekend in a sport, that's exactly where he runs right now. And we've got plenty of pressure coming in the form of Ty Gibbs. Blowing like Henry on the inside, that Sirius XM machine. He's had a good day today. That marks the ball. Playoff this year, going into the Intermission, still looking for that first career win at overall start. Yeah, I think that's around the corner. Maybe it's maybe some kind of playoffs. Very hard to get time up to these. Only 22 years old. There's a ton of time ahead of him. You want that first one checked up. You want to just prove to yourself, prove to everyone. And he, like most drivers, has had an adventurous day. Many of them have had penalties or pit strategies and gotten in the bag. Remember, I had that penalty on pit road earlier. Nice job with the coverage. Let's go for a run with Logano. Let's go to some shooters, the race leader, Hamlin. Here we go. Either want to go try to run him down and burn myself up or not. It's hard to do both. You're going to be aggressive and try to go get that spot. It's just going to be hard on the tires. Might pay the price later in the run for it. Bottom box. Keep an eye on the 5 Bobby because Kyle Larson's made up 7th position since the restart.
Yeah, and the one thing with him was to tell Kyle Larson, he said, listen, I think we're done bidding. I don't think a lot of guys are done bidding. A number of them will have to come down pit road. See what happened. I talked to Jesse Saunders, the car chief. He said on that restart, when Bubba Wallace couldn't get it out of gear, Kyle Larson was hit from behind. That pit is half down. That holds that rear diffuser. He had to bend that back.
So Kyle Busch has recovered to 10.
So Larson is good to go. And might be done stopping for the win as well.
Whoa.
Because like you pointed out, Marty, the roof flap never came up, so the pin didn't get kind of deployed.
Oh, that's where it happened.
They're right there as he goes off into the corner. You're going to see that the diffuser flap is now down right there. You see it going down, flapping at the bottom of the 5-car in the sun. You see it going up and down. Great job by the replay. Great fight for that replay. A great update. Look at that right there. See it flapping down. I tell you, I hate skiing today. But right there, that thing basically came down because it got damaged on the stack up. Now, normally, at like a short track, you wouldn't worry about it, but at a high-speed track, the air matters. So now we're getting into some racing rhythm. In stage 3, with 68 laps to go.
Larson's going to the high side. Justin Haley.
Sometimes things fall right into
And he clears them. Wow.
Sometimes they just fall. But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later.
Chase Elliott's within striking distance of the leader, so he's not letting them get away just yet.
Thank you. Take care. Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeLight.com.
Subway's got a new meal of the day. Chips and a drink for just $6.99. Or if you're big hungry, you get football for only $3 more. Huh, big hungry. Is that a thing? That should be a thing. Find your first. The all new $6.99 meal of the day at Subway.
Being told is extremely good at Liberty Mutual to help save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance. And this always the gentleman. Let's go to security booth. Only pay
A Chewy pharmacy order is on the 8th of PETA. The good boy whose dislike of taking meds is matched only by his love of cheese. So Mom pairs the meds Chewy delivers with the finest fromage. And thanks to Chewy's licensed pharmacists, Mom knows these are quality meds for a quality boy. All Buddha knows is it's delicious. For quality meds at great prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy Pharmacy.
This is what being a NASCAR fan is all about. Singular history and tradition. Unmatched on-track intensity. And triple-header playoffs action to ratchet up the stakes. Throwing a canvas monster, camping, and the legendary atmosphere of Talladega Boulevard. And you've got more than a race. You got it. Talladega. Get your tickets now at TalladegaSuperspeedway.com. Come together for the big hits. The American stars. The major storylines. And the moments you'll never forget. Don't miss Friday Night SmackDown. Live Fridays at 8 on USA. And when the Baltimore Ravens take on the Buffalo Bills tonight at 7 on NBC and Peacock.
64 laps to go in this Enjoy Illinois 300 timeout with Watch the Watch. Presented by Prescott Bank. Jaguar Counter Fisker Bell. Fisker has not led a lap today, but kind of a strange race. I think he has the best race car. He was great this race here last year. Had mechanical issues. 3 wins this year, most of them early in the year. This is still time to build some momentum in the playoffs. Will creativity win today? That's the question of the 48 of Alex Bowman. Came in 19 points below the power line. He's never had a top 10. But of all the cars that could make it on the fuel, the 48 is leading per the radios and he's couple laps. We'll see if they can find a way to stretch their name. For me, how about the 22 of Joey Logano? He may get into his second race in the playoffs 3 points below the cut line. At the moment, he's 33 above and has an amazing average finish here. He is the only driver in this field finishing in the top 5 the first 3 years of competition at this worldwide technology raceway. Leaders on last up pit road, see Bowman and William Byron battling as well. This is back for 17 and 18. These two have about 6 laps better fuel than Bowman. So same situation. I'm not saying they're comfortable, but I think they're forced to do it. And they're trying to stretch these cars out. Leaders, I imagine they're going to come in about 20 or 25 laps. They will absolutely lose a lap here. The car you
into the picture on the right-hand side. There's a Hendrick.com Chevy. Kyle Larson is 1 lap better than those two ahead of him. Last meeting on laps 159. Back up front, Hamlin and Logano. First and second. With one move. Right to the rear bumper of Hamlin in turn 3. Logano able to roll the middle of the bottom. Four line just a little bit better, able to make up the ground. On Hamlin. Spoke to Chris Gale, the crew chief for Denny Hamlin yesterday. He said he was really proud of Denny and the team for when they actually started on the pole last week, if you remember his arms. But then they had that two-row hiccup and sent Denny way back. And then he just kept his cool and remained resilient and just kept digging all race long for a top 10 result. And he said that's the kind of stuff that you can build a championship run on in the playoffs. And so far today, Hamlin has led 36 laps. Again, was on the pole position. Kyle is better in 1 and 2. But right there, in 3 and 4, Hamlin's able to carry a little bit better speed. If you wonder how in the world different than the other, well, check this out. Let's go to the bottom.
Take some time.
Turn 1. Heavy braking, very tight radius. This corner is much tighter radius. It's 3 and 4. Watch the difference as he goes into turn 3. It's a little bit of an uphill run in turn 3, and now this corner is wider. Actually, isn't as sharp for radius, so the car can be better in 1 and 2, worse in 3 and 4, vice versa. Spoke more about Logano, who's doing well. I think this is the best of 22 and 10 all day. Joey came on the radio and just said it feels like we get more rhythm in the center on this run than he's had previously. Something else that's on the radar too. Before we went back green, Joey said, I'm going to go as hard as I can here and get in the lead. Just try to give us as much of a gap as we can on the green flag lead stops. So even if he doesn't get the lead, obviously wants to keep it as close as he can. As fine as the margins are here, you could just come down to less than a second or so on the racetrack based on how close you get to the fence. Looking back at the driver, going to work. I think Hamlin's struggling just a little bit. Chase Elliott just rebelled, kind of running the front two down. Chase Elliott still sits in a really solid third. He's not too far adrift of these two. Meanwhile, we work our way back down to 11, and that's where we find the Allied Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports of Alex Bowman and Dylan. He keeps digging. He is not giving up. Yeah, he's done a really good job here on lap 152 to take advantage of the fresher tires that he's got compared to some of the others around him. So it's driven to 11. I just climbed up on the box and asked Blake Harris, are you guys done pitting? And he gave me that famous kind of shrug and said, I want to be, and it's going to be really close, and you probably need some yellow. So
Don't take some time. Not.
way off pace. 4/10 of a second. So nice on points after last weekend's runner-up position. He came in fourth on playoff points.
I thought Bubba Wallace is in the playoffs.
He is.
How come I don't see him in the playoff bubble?
That's because he's a little higher up. They're only showing 5th through 16th.
Just want to go back real quick to what Dylan said about Alex Bowman and where he's hanging in there
It's getting so many playoff points. We'll see how it's going to work out for him.
When it comes to your wireless plan, don't settle for less. Get more with a free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk. More ways to connect. Stream the last lap of the race. And when you spend less with Straight Talk, you can get more moments to yourself by getting something for them. Switch to Straight Talk and get a free 5G phone on us on America's most reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, official partner of NASCAR. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
$70 for coffee? Nah. How about signed saucy caramel coffee iced coffee with cold foam for only $2.99? Here's the family without the price. Bottle free. At NACA, we are the pros that build racing suspension. That's why we deliver professional grade parts built for performance and quality, helping you provide the stopping power your customers need to keep going with confidence.
Oh, Kuzma, I'm just not really the heater that cooks summer dresses.
Okay, yes. A layer, a cute boot, one foot in the sand, one in the leaf pile. Summer. Oh.
Dr. Rick, we are thinking sandwiches again for lunch. What should I put you down for?
Cool. Boundaries. They can be tough for young homeowners trying to give their parents.
Now, I'm either going to go turnout or rhubarb. Remember, when the door closes. Oh, yes, gotcha. Okay. I can go turnout, you want to go rhubarb, you replace it.
Dinner time is taken care of. We got Cleveland's mac and cheese, green beans.
We even got steak and salad. And cookies. And Mike's cookies. Cookies are good.
So that's thing here on USA as you continue to watch the NASCAR Country Players presented by Golden Corral Worldwide Technology Raceway with just 48 laps to go. The second race in the playoffs. Next week we're at Crystal Run Speedway, and that's a cutoff race. We'll see who makes it to the round of 12 at the moment. Shane Van Gisbergen and Alex Bowman, Austin Miller, and Josh Murray, who is out of this race, are on the wrong side of the cut line. Big pass for William Byron to go block in front of Bubba Wallace. They're working on that. Chris Buescher in the first car to hit pit road. See if this drives any interest from the leaders to come to pit road. We think they can run a little past 200, somewhere between 200 and 210 on fuel. There's a lot to be decided at 47 laps. This is really going to shake everything up. This green flag cycle. And don't let's not forget the access road on and off. We've seen mistakes there before.
It's like pit stops are getting underway.
Which are inside the top 10. He can risk. He can put the new tires on early, see if he can make some time up, cycle to the front. He two standing by. Take it away, Kimmy.
Punching this. What does me?
There you go. If you have trouble with the left rear, just don't change it. Just don't take it off. Don't have a risk with a long pit stop. I thought they needed more fuel than that. It tells me that all of these guys are only going to need a splash. I wonder who else is going to only take ringside tires. That was probably 4 or 5 seconds faster than a 4-tire pit stop. Plus, coming early, that's going to cycle to 19. Pretty far forward.
There's a big hand for the last 2 laps. He just took off and ran his best laps in a while, and now he is pit road.
Got a camera to see. Yes, perhaps. Let's see what he does. He hustles around the access
So
road.
Hamlin's in.
Right there. He gets down the pit road speed. Let's see what the 11 does. Let's see if they're another 2-tire choice. Or they're going to take 4 tires. And how much longer the 22 runs on the racetrack. The 11 has to come down all the way. Pole center all the way down in front of Marty and pit stall 1.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin set up lane 2-3, and he was really having a hard time holding Joey Logano behind him there late. The interesting thing here is that they were the leader on that team in pit road, so we'll see what he cycles out to this green flag cycle. They're going to go 4 tires. They're going to go on the track, so they're not going to wait on fuel bill, and we'll see what happens after this.
Joey Logano, that's for that first time here. We'll see how this works out for them. As we said, Joey liked his car on this race.
Zagano's in.
James Briscoe, you see him cycle in front of the 11, Denny Hamlin on 2 tires. I don't know if he'll be able to hold off the 4 tires. Let's see where that 22 cycle up on the left-hand side. There comes 19 and 11. The 22 is going to gas up. Run around the inside. It's a shorter distance. I don't know how this is going to blend. Surely the racetrack is faster than the access road, but it's going to be close.
Ooh. Yeah, right behind the 11. Briscoe's the first car, 1 lap down. Oh wow, Briscoe's actually going to be ahead of Hamlin. Looks like.
It's a half one.
What? Ooh, 20 locked up. $100 miles away. Now ahead to 20. Two. That's going to be the battle for the lead right there. Also, Zane Smith has had a quiet, good day. Very rare to see a front row motorsports car run up in the top 10 like that. So yeah, Daniel Suarez officially done for today. Yeah, unlike last week, Barry hit the wall hard enough to destroy his race car. Yeah, I saw your message, Mark. Are you sure you don't mean NS4822 is leading NS168? Whoa. That's next car for position, by the way. Yep, that's for position. Kozlowski's going to stay out. Oh, that's a. Someone's got a tire. Oh, car in the wall. It's Ty Dillon. That's going to be a certified caution. Brad Kozlowski's stayed out. Yeah, I think I saw sparks flying off that 10 car. Oh, wow. Something broke. That's the second time in the last 2 Gateway races I've seen something like that happen. Damn. Yeah, Gateway hasn't been too kind to Ty Dillon today. Oh, yep. That's the caliper.
So now the question is, for me, it's very simple. If Kozlowski, McDowell, Byron, Larson, Wallace, the guys in the front, tires have mattered today. With 31 to go, I almost think you need to hit for tires and make it on. But
you know what? You know, if it's gonna if you want to pit, just pit.
I think before we worry about the rundown, we have to see who decides to pit or not. Because that's going to be kind of a reset of the field. Pit road, I think, closed this time by.
The whole thing?
This looks somewhat better.
Before because I have to make something happen.
Motor
explosion on that 10 car. NASCAR's got to get on the front straightaway, look for any debris. There's such
Also, Amtrak 716 is going to have that curse train set again.
Okay.
They're running 12 minutes late. They just left Martinez finally. I want to get ahead of it rather than being towards it. Carpenter Road is fine.
You sure?
Yeah, then the ZBRLC's on its way too.
Oh.
All right, let's take a look at our Toyota virtual car talk exactly what happens to the race at a track like St. Louis. What happens is you have to run the same caliber as everybody. You can run a different brake pad. The green part you see right there. And over time, the question is how much you cool it. This place, you use the brakes like a short track, but air going in the dust is just exorbitant because of high top speed. So you add some tank. So you A, have an aero advantage, and B, you don't want to get shaped by overcooling them. Then what happens is if you get a car that's still handling or in traffic and you just use too much brake, over time they get hot and hot and hot, and then finally you can believe it, that road grows in diameter, squeezes itself, and the centrifugal force makes it grow, it contacts the caliper, and an explosion happens. And that's what happens. You see here in the decision here, and nothing sticks out. Some others pit, split decision in the field. Brad's going to try to stretch the tank and the tires.
Who we got in there? Wallace is in there as far as front runners are concerned. Oh, I can tell you that last time on pit road, there's a big penalty for Alex Bond, too fast on pit road last time by. Bill Walsh is second by. Here's William Byron. He will deal off from the top of the street. Pretty happy with his balance. He's got this now. With considerate pivot, we'll change 4 tires here. Make a chassis adjustment to hop back to race. Go forward. Let's go to work.
These guys all really close on the fuel pumps every time they come down pit road. One more round,
And SVG is going to win the race off pit road.
Less than 30 laps to run. We're under caution because of this incident. The time limit.
Everyone in on NASCAR Cup Series playoffs where they've gone through racing breaking down. NASCAR is a bracket system with eliminations in 16, 12, 8, and 4. How to advance, win races, or survive the cup. Outlast the pack, finish first among the championship 4, and give you a goal that's a victory today. And trust me, Toyota's ready for the victory today. Now let's see. Win.
He's a Bellington boy, he's a bell boy. Hotels bringing joy, he's a bell boy. Discount the best perks, like up to 20% off.
Yeah, this is what some people think nowadays with SVG. They think he overstayed his welcome in the U.S. He should go back to Super. They're expecting too much of him. But it's like just give him time. Remember, ovals are not his. He still need. I mean, you're forgetting this is his first full year in NASCAR. Like, hello, people, can y'all wake up for once? That's first top 10 on the ovals coming someday.
No, that's just one family thing. One person.
At least he's not.
Ignore.
At least SVG's not Chris Wright or anything. Let's see. You understand the meme?
Seat protection and full depth protection. Trust Tony Cup. Just protects. Yeah, baby. Let's get to it. Order your premium American-made products at WWT.com. Single week. Playing on SmackDown. Live Fight Day. Only on USA.
The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series playoffs are young. But boy, it's been eventful already. How does your favorite driver stack up? The Southern 500 last weekend, it was awesome. Briscoe won that. Today has been eventful. Here in St. Louis, and it's far from over. With still 27 laps left to run on the board. And so many playoff drivers in the mix who all want to go to Phoenix as part of the championship four. Welcome back, folks. Leader Jeff Burton Stiglitz up with you on an enjoyable day here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Here are the points, the updated playoff points as they run, with so much still to transpire.
I think that's the key. As wild as the day has been, still 27 to go. That means we're going to have a late race restart. We've seen tons of aggression, tons of different strategies in play right now. Keselowski did it all the way to lap 152, leading this race. Hamilton 11th, we're at 196. Briscoe 194, but he's on 2 tires.
Well, if you're asking why was Elliott and Bell running long with this situation right here, right? They have like 4 or 5 lap pressure tires than Hamlin and Briscoe. Updates from pit road. Let's start with you, Ken, talking about Chase Elliott.
Yeah, how about the NASCAR currently in
Yep, she's telling you it's now 50 starts away from his 400 Cup star already.
They're plus 16 right now. It's mission accomplished so far to the 22 with a win inside party.
Billy, who might be in the best position? How about Denny Hamlin? Started on the pole, sitting in second, and he has 4
Because after a lot of people,
Hey, here it is.
151. That was 64 laps ago.
yeah, older players. He didn't sit before other than realizing he didn't win. Sorry, Kozlowski, you should have pivoted.
Well, and when it comes to the restart, he needs to not miss a gear, and he'll be good.
Come on, Kozlowski. Yeah, see? Yeah. Hasn't he learned? He didn't sit the last, another race. And he's on older tires.
Yeah, Worldwide Technology Raceway is one of these tracks that I just
Kozlowski,
well, it's 350th start for Hendrick Motorsports. It's jiving today because the Napa Racer is up into 4th now. Kozlowski next on his list.
Okay, Wallace is back there. Down there.
You got Bubba in the middle, the 23. What a day it's been for him. He's led 73 laps and still stands a chance of winning in race 2 of the playoffs.
Rely Kozlowski in the middle of no tires. You said it.
Yeah, Kozlowski, you know.
Yeah, a long way to go. It's been at 24 laps. He just
Yeah,
wants to get
Kozlowski.
the cycle down. Chase Elliott just wants to get off this door, get clear. He's just
He's
using tire
wiggling.
life right here, trying to get
No.
by the 6.
At this rate, just let the 9 go. There you go.
Longer run car, he thought. That was that approval. He's trying to clear the 6. Will he do it? He does. Nice squeeze.
Yeah, what else is going to pass you,
Very
Brad?
important to get clear. Wallace clears ball. Mike Gibbs, he's now up to 9. Ryan Blaney nicely in the mix in 6th place. There's the 12
Pass the ball, Brad.
recovered from getting hit by Kyle Lawson earlier in this race. Spot. Now it's 3 wide down the front straight.
Jonathan Nemechek's running in the top 10.
Blows up high. Here comes John Hunter Nemechek. What a day it's been for him. Back-to-back weeks, some impressive runs in the top 10. And waving short work of that traffic. So did. He is on a full attack. And how about a call for James Small, the pitching of the 19. They're too tired on the short pit to cycle all the way to 2nd. A lot of great storylines at the front. Eddie Hamlin driving away from Briscoe. William Byron working on Carson Hocevar.
Here comes Michael McDowell. Oh.
His teammate Kyle Larson in the background. It's Christopher Bell at the 20. Trying to make a move. Is that 10 spot on his JG Young teammate, which he does. Makes the move, but doesn't complete it. Side by side, he's going. Oh, we actually have to get the position back up on the 54. Bubba trying to work on the 17 and pusher. Nice move by Bubba. Rolled right around the ball. 23 car still looking strong. Running 8. 20 to go. Points available in front. Currently 46 above. All the way up there at 4th points. So he's got to get into that point where Bristol can be almost enjoyable for the 23. Top 5 places are all playoff drivers. Then Bubba Wallace is in 8th. Bell is 11th. Byron 13th. Austin Dillon 14th. Larson is 16th. Reddick and Cindric are 19th and 20th. How about Chastain, Van Gisbergen and Bowman, or for SVG and Bowman? They got penalised for going too fast on pit road on the last stop. See this 3 car of Austin Dillon. They are trying to manufacture a bit finish, get some points today. 2 tires on this car. Got us in track position, Gil.
And what a battle it's been for Austin Dillon today. During the first half of the race, they just absolutely did not have a car that could do anything, and they really made it better. And then remember, during that caution in stage 2, when the entire field almost came down, crew chief Richard Boswell elects to keep him out to steal stage points. Told the driver, I know this thing's been ugly so far, but we've got to find a bright spot where we can bang some stage points. And now due to strategy, find themselves in the 14th position. What a day for the 3 car.
And if that right spot would be that Austin came in 8 below the cut line, if he stays where he is here with 17, 16 to go, he would lead 7 below. So, like, hey, it's only a point, but he's in 13th position and he's right there heading with Briscoe. So we are on board with Tyler Reddick. Tyler's down in 20th place.
Considering that 2 car, he's had a solid day. It's the battle for 17, 18, 19.
Yeah, the big challenge for Cindric is just 0 stage points, right? So while he's doing okay, he's kind of going to leave here right around the cut line the way they currently run at just 9 points. And that just, you know, if you don't score stage points, we're losing ground in the current playoff field. Blaney, the attack, run 40 continues. He's got the rear bumper up to 9. And the 9 is really right on the back of the bumper of the 19 on older tires. You just wonder
which one has to be thrown out.
under the hood if they can get by the 19. Can they attack the 11? Can they at least close the gap? I like the 9 and 12 runs right around the top.
What?
Inside that helmet as well. After getting turned early by Larson, he was pretty furious. And that works his way forward. Guys, how about the starts of these playoffs by Toyota Talent Cars? Last week, Briscoe, been ready. Right now, Hamlin, Briscoe. Incredible stuff for Toyota.
And he went to top 4 last week.
Yeah, I wish to have all of them removed eventually, all the tire tubes and all that.
15 laps to go here in St. Louis.
Got the brands off the racetrack. On the racetrack, they race each other with respect. But they both know how important this position can be. Blaney was 2 feet from clearing the 9, and that would have been all he needed. Now he's going back to work, trying to leave on the door of the 9, just a side raptor down the straightaway. Unable to do it. So now it's going to take 3 or 4 laps to kind of get that side happening back again to the 12. And from the top here, he goes to the box.
Yes, Mom.
Jonathan Ashford fired up better this run after their weakness last couple of runs. But I'm just curious about these little bit fresher tires that Blaney has over Toyota. Just 6 laps. Can that make a difference?
Well, it's definitely making a difference because the 12 is faster, but is it a big enough difference to go by? He's working slowly, but the 9 now is really committed to the top. That's going to make the pass for this 12 very difficult. And the gap to the race lead with Denny Hamlin is 2.1 seconds with 13 laps left.
Love that. For Blaney, you want as much help with your sponsor as you can get, but only when you want it and when you need it. Blaney let tell people to know, hey, just let me drive. I see it.
That's what Blaney needed. He needed the 9 to give him the top lane. That's how he made the run before. Because this should give the 12 momentum down the straightaway. Let's see if it happens again. He's able to close in. Maybe a little bit late. He has 9 on the bottom again. He does. Man, I don't know what line to run. The 9 run. The bottom on entry, the middle on exit. He's kind of hitting all 3 lanes.
11 to go.
And while this is fascinating stuff, we're talking about the race lead with Denny Hamlin. He skipped away to a 1.5 second lead with just 11 laps to go. Justin Haley, Shane Haskins-Bergen.
Since the SPG came to these playoffs, I'm saying I'm not going to be pushed around anymore. I've run a season. I'm ready to go. I'm going to bring a lot of effort and energy, bring some aggression.
You know, you mentioned the 11 out there that lead. At the top of this show, you asked Jeff and I who needed a good run today, who had the pressure on it. We talked a lot about guys below the cut line. The one driver I brought up was Hamlin. Remember, the pole sitter last week, a little bit of trouble on pit road, the pole sitter again this week. And I don't think he needed help to advance. There was no doubt that Hamlin was, charting pretty well for that. The question is, if you go back and look, it's been all the way back to Indianapolis. Last time he ran in the top 5, the week before that was Dover that he won. And if he wants to be considered a championship favorite, which I'm no doubt Denny Hamlin's goal, it isn't good races and recovery to second. It is winning races. That's got to prove that and get that momentum going. Who knows what these playoff points can mean later in the playoffs? Nothing better than just the momentum of a win. The 4-time winner this year, Jeff Martinsville, Darlington, Michigan, and Dover, wants to make it 5 and guarantee his spot through the round of 12.
It's more relaxed. when he was getting those championship opportunities, he just wasn't ready for it. He was nervous. You could see it in his face, his body language. And today he's just so much more relaxed. And he is a serious threat for this championship.
Well, he would like not to be on this graphic. The most couple wins without the championship. 3-time Daytona 500 winner. He wants to shape that.
And of course, you see Carl Edwards at the bottom of that
So
one.
far, so good. Stevens is back to go.
He said he's been very vocal that he would love a championship at this point in his career. While he doesn't want to admit that, he will say, if I don't win when I don't, I'm going to do the best I can do. But 60 wins. He's got to transition the story to 60 wins. Today will be 59. And I don't
Oh, wow.
Junior Johnson never won a championship. His best finish in the points was only 6.
Wow.
Raceway from 60. And when you think about what Kenny Hamlin goes through during a normal week, all the stuff that's happening, all the obviously with racing, 2311 racing, suing NASCAR, that's a big topic of conversation. But Tim, I think Kenny Hamlin at age 44 does a better job than he's ever done in his entire life.
Come on, Bobo, let's go.
All right, coming to 6 laps to go. Denny Hamlin's your leader. And yeah, no one can catch him because this next gen car needs an overhaul. Yeah. And also it's also because the car just has a crappy aero package. Dropped to 15th.
Hold on. No.
5 to go. I was thinking he was going to pit when that caution came out. Because I know some drivers want to stay on wait for a caution. I mean, I've seen a handful of passing today, so it's not bad. But still, though, it doesn't change the fact that the car still sucks. I'm sorry. I hate to be that guy, but that's just how it is. At least we kept Logano at bay, so that's good.
Was in position, a bad pit stop, and then speeding off pit road. The 3 of Austin Dillon, I know it may not look great at -10, but I actually think he's done an amazing job with it.
Yeah, there's no way anyone's going to catch him unless a caution comes out or the leader has an issue. There's no way in hell. I'm sorry. Well, at least Denny Hamlin will get a win at Gateway before he retires. Just like Kyle Busch did 2 years ago. 3 to go. He was up there. 22nd.
It has been eventful, it's been interesting, it's been unpredictable. And the 11th, that progressive Toyota Camry from Joe Gibbs Racing of Denny Hamlin, rock solid. That big comeback drive last week after a hiccup on pit lane showed us that they've got the magic, the determination. Back-to-back pole positions and showed us
Bristol. Larson's good there. He can get back on track since that's where his last win earlier this season came at. I'm not keen about Bristol since there may not be a lot of passing, but we'll see. At least we're going to go another race without an overtime finish, so I'll give that. Final lap. 1 lap to go for Denny Hamlin.
He has finished second here the last 2 years. And in the young history of NASCAR Cup Series competition at Worldwide Technology Raceway, with Hamlin's pole yesterday, he made it 4 different pole sitters in the 4 years.
But the moment Bubba Wallace jacked up that restart, it was game over for him. Off turn 4, Denny Hamlin wins at Gateway. What the fuck?
Coach Gibbs is smiling because his drivers have won the first 2 races of the playoffs.
think all 4 Gibbs cars finished in the top 10. And Jonathan Nemechek forks out another top 10. Dang, back-to-back top 10s to start the playoffs for Nemechek. I mean, Chase Elliott third. I'll take it. Can't hurt us. But we still need to work on our race pace, speed, whatever. Yeah, I think the TV is glitching out on their end. All right, Helen. Dang. He beat Bubba Walton the most laps, led just by 2 laps. He led 75. Bubba led 73.
Rarely do you see any athlete this far in his career still being at his peak at 44 years old. Denny Hamlin has
Wow.
712 starts. This will be race.
Hamlin looks like he's gonna do the post victory lap. Yeah, he is. Well, he's almost to 60 now. Let the tie Harvick for 60. And this will be our first 5-time winner this season. Yep, and of course they're playing copyright. Wow. All right, congrats, Denny.
Technology Raceway, and the fans are loving this.
Well, he's on to the next round. He goes into Bristol with no pressure. Okay.
What's that one?
SVG.
The new one, right?
Yes, this year.
The new one, the cup.
Are you talking about the Xfinity race or the Cup race? Connor Zilish won the Xfinity race, and SVG won the following year. Damn.
That's
Hey,
right,
Brent.
Connor Zilish, yeah.
Or did Hamlin. Good job, Hamlin. Good job. Well, that's going to do it for this live stream. Denny Hamlin wins. He goes into Bristol with no pressure. Chase Briscoe second. Chase Elliott third. I'll take it. Could have been a lot better.
Is that Blaney?
No, that's Bubba Walton, Kyle
No,
Larson.
the one to the right. Yep, that's him.
There's a quarter-mile drag strip here at Worldwide Technology Raceway.
So Hamlin wins, Briscoe second, Chase Elliott third, Ryan Blaney fourth, Joey Logano fifth, John Nemechek sixth. Another great day for Legacy Motor Club. Christopher Bell seventh, Bubba Wallace eighth, Chris Buescher ninth, and Ty Gibbs 10th. Man, I thought drivers like Byron and Larson were gonna be up there, but Larson, man, he fell off after he lost the lead. Tyler Reddick, man. Well, at least he can go into Bristol. He should be good for now. Jones, Kyle Busch, CG 25th, Bowman 26th. And man, Zane Smith 33rd. He was running in the top 10 all day. He even ran the top 5 at one point. Man. And of course, Josh Berry and Swords with the issues and all that. Overall, decent race. Could have been a lot worse. Wasn't expecting to see so many cautions within a short time, but Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see a good handful of cautions. Thought we are going to see less, but that's just how it goes. Anyways, on to Bristol next week. Hope that Kyle Larson can kick ass next week because he won there last time we were at Bristol, and let's see how that goes. I hope it will be a lot better than the. I hope this night race will be a lot better than the spring race. We'll see. So, yeah. Anyways, looks like Blaney and Larson are talking about the incident earlier. They got no bad blood in between them. So, yep, that's going to do it for today. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week for Bristol. Should be fun. And with that, I will see you all then. Till then, have a good rest of your evening or night or morning or wherever you're watching this from. And with that, I will see you all next time. All right. Bye, everyone. Peace out, y'all.